There we go. All right. So we are getting ready to start up here week 10, season finale of the Content House Dirt Series Sportsman Edition. I'm in the booth here with my boy Big Doss, Native Ghost, our big season winner. We'll talk about him later. And join in here with some very cool commentary. We have our boy Missouri Outlaw. What's happening, guys?
What's
What's up,
up?
brother? Good to be back in the booth from my week off. I'm glad y'all were holding it down for me over here. I kind of got to be a spectator last week, and you know, I gotta say, Ape Ball, you and Ghost and everybody else in the booth last week did a fantastic job. Couldn't be more proud of y'all, and y'all really do put on a good show for us.
Absolutely.
Appreciate that. I really do, man. Like for something that just kind of came up as a respect thing to the other guys. I can't tell you like how proud I am that this has taken off the way it has. It's been a fun ride, and just I can only thing I can tell you for sure is there's so much more good things to come.
Yeah, man. I mean that's all good things come. I feel like the best things come from just doing something kind for another, and when me and Hale first kind of talked about the idea of even having a race league in this game, it was more or less just to have a place where some guys could come and let's just see who the best of the best is, have a few bragging rights and just have fun and enjoy ourselves, whether we had a bad race or not, whether we got a little doored or not, no big deal. No one's really maliciously doing it, and you know, it ended up becoming this, thing that me and him never dreamed that it would be this big. And, same thing with you coming in here and, hey guys, I want to stream for the sportsmen's. And, next season we got some big stuff coming where it's going to be a lot more, uh, centered around just content house in general. But, you know, kudos to you for being the pioneer behind it.
Ah, man, dude, it was like honestly, it was just what was kind of the way approached it was, you know, what can I do so that we're not running as pro drivers, so that we're not running while the sportsman drivers, because some of us, I mean, we're well, not just pro drivers, we're like myself, I'm race team owner, and there's other race team owners. That was kind of the concept behind that was the way to showcase some of this up and coming talent, and I thought it was be just just kind of disrespectful to what they're kind of trying to put on, and and try to keep the integrity of what we're doing. And, so it's kind of like, oh, well, here, if you guys want some racing to watch while it's disrespectful to race, here's something to watch. And that's where
Yeah.
the broadcast, that's where it all came about. And the massive following, I can't thank everybody enough that's pitched in, that's helped, that's made a piece of this work, that's offered a suggestion, a help, a helper in like Tacky Racer. I'm gonna give you a big shout out, bro. Hey, Tacky Racer just got Twitch affiliate. I'm proud of you, bro. Really, really proud of
Heck
you. We're really
yeah.
glad to have you here at Content House, man. If you're watching, dude, love you. Big shout out to my boy Knox who helped me out. My driver was stuck in the night, and so it got me out, got me some nicotine. So I appreciate you, buddy. But like there's all kinds of stuff like that, man. Like every little bit works. Jack's big part, and like he's starting to get into this stuff now too. And I'm just really excited for him, to see what he can create. I'm thinking I might be able to hook him up with some Canva, in the Canva. I think it might help him a little bit for a month or so, see if he really likes it. But I mean, like,
Yeah, man.
thank you, and Billy, dude, and JD, and now Ahmed, Aiden. If I'm missing anybody, please say so. Like, I mean, dude, like, you guys are awesome, man. Med Nasty. Just
Yeah.
another, just thank you guys for letting us do this because, like, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing right now without you. And honestly, God, I made this statement tonight. This is the first time in my life where video games felt like a job, and I have never had more fun doing it.
Yeah. And a lot of people will say, they play video games to get away from work or they get play video games to get away from reality. But for myself, for you, for Hale, and I think I speak for a lot of these guys, is that, while that is a sense true, this is our, it's something that we built together and we built from the ground up, and we're seeing it go we're seeing our ideas and thoughts become a reality. And that part of it, while yeah, it's kind of a it's kind of a job. Like I feel obligated to be here every Tuesday night to be in the booth, and I feel obligated to, be around the Discord a lot more. Uh, it's not a burden on me in a way, it's something that I can do after help put my, give my daughter a kiss goodnight. She typically goes to bed around this time, and she doesn't go to bed with me very well, so my wife puts her down, and I get to come in here and spend time with y'all, which I thoroughly enjoy.
That's what it's all about, man. It's like the camaraderie here at Content House. Like I'll just as a as a human being, it's helped me as a person being able to outreach and help people in a way, and that way I don't have to leave the house and get my hands dirty that way. But trust, I spend a lot of time getting my hands dirty in other ways, and everybody here does. It's not just me. It's
Yeah.
this environment you guys have fostered of everybody cares, everybody helps. Nobody. It's like that kind of like a no man gets left behind kind of policy, and like you don't find that. And this is more than just a racing community. And I can't stress that enough. I mean, this is like if you
Hmm.
play Minecraft, you play Roblox, you play Tiddlywinks. Come on in here. It's a great place to meet good people and hang out. This kid we just got up in our for Sportsman series. This kid's like my daughter's gonna be 14 in like 5 months. Yeah. So, like, it's just it's weird. But,
You
I
know,
mean,
and one thing that, I try to stress to everybody is that, even at the end of the day, we have such a good group of guys here, and I say guys because we only have guys right now, and uh,
oh, we have,
but
I
we
think
have
I met Miss Betty. She was in here the other day. I had a chance to
yeah,
meet
Miss
her.
Betty, Miss Betty's awesome. But we have such a good group of people here that it's kind of one of those things where, you know, no matter what game it is, no matter what we're doing, no matter if it's real life or if it's, in the video game, anybody in here, you could reach out to them and they'd respond and, just be a good friend and a good person to you. And it's nice to see that, especially in a race league, man. I have been a part of race league since I was, 14 years old on PlayStation
It's
3.
usually toxicity at its finest, usually.
Oh my god, man, it's a very ego-filled world, and it's a very much, people can't accept when either when they do need help or when they are struggling, and I have to say, while there's gonna be some egos, throughout the race series of, thinking you're better, it's that everybody at least takes it with a grain of salt. They don't get too crazy with it. And I think
Absolutely.
also there's so many of us that, while we may have a bit of an ego to it, that it's so toned down, everybody else kind of feeds off of that. I don't need to be that, the big egotistical, my head's too big to fit through the doorway kind of guy, you know?
Absolutely, man. And I'll tell you, like, and this is a goes to show. I mean, I'm sure some people are ever watching. I saw, I mean, we got into it last week, and like, I went to the race. We looked at the film, cool. But tempers on track, that
Yeah.
stuff heats up, and it's hard. And like, I'm not an individual to ever back down, especially if I feel as though I'm in the right. And yeah, so what happens when an immovable object meets a unstoppable force? It's and
Yeah. I
egos
mean,
collide. But then you know what though?
there's,
Damn, I'll tell you this though. Damn right. If that guy had called me an hour later and said, "Dude, I need to talk to you. I need somebody talking off the ledge." I'm right there, dead ass, right there. No thoughts.
yeah.
This is the way it goes, man. And this community is so rare. Like I knew as soon as I stumbled in here and found out what you're about, man. I knew, I knew. I'm like, I'm home. Like set up shop. That's why I started calling my clan buddies. Like, yo, this is a great place to be. Like, oh, I have to surrender the clan. Like, no, get your ass in here. And like honestly, man, it's so cool to be able to have this and to foster this type of environment that you guys have started. And yeah, man, like somebody lays down a good idea, good something, man. I'm all for. I love being part of a whole. So it's awesome. It's teamwork at its finest, and being part of the broadcast booth, being able to put on these broadcasts, and now stepping into a bigger role in Content House. I'm excited and stoked. I can't wait. And like just
Yeah, man.
tonight I did a little revamping since Ahmed threw down the gauntlet. Calling you out, buddy. Calling you out. Threw down the gauntlet about with this really dope ass broadcast. I didn't get a chance to make all the scenes and the changing stuff. So sorry, buddy. Couldn't do that. Hey, too, like I was turning everything over. By the way, just another plug. Season 2 for the Sportsman and Season 2 for the Pro Series will be on Content House TV on Twitch. Check it out. It's going to be badass when we are done. Just can't
Heck
wait.
yeah.
And Thursday night, man, I think we're going to have some more Jax in the booth. Jax is going to be an up-and-coming streamer for us soon. Just keep your eyes on him, and we're going to get him set up with the tools to succeed too. So I mean, everybody here now. We got a race going on. I mean, no, let's not forget about that. So what do you guys think, man? Outlaw, thoughts, opinions. Thanks for being here. Love you, buddy. Outlaw is also going to be making some videos for Tarkov, for some PVE stuff, some hardcore stuff. So check it out when he gets them up on his YouTube channel. We will let you know. Outlaw's a man. So Outlaws, well, what do you feel about a rookie season here? That had some stuff going on with car issues and stuff like that. But how everything else? How do you feel about the dirt community first kind of type racing too? Like most of us.
I would say biggest thing would be season. I guess this would be technically season 1 technically, because the other one's kind of just a tester.
Yeah, it was season 2.
Yeah.
This is definitely I would say 10 times better than the first season, 100%. I'm looking forward to next season because I plan on hopefully once I get the motor fixed, I'm planning on trying to participate in the Sportsman next season.
I did hear GSM's
the
looking for new
growing.
drivers, and their mechanic is he's pretty good. I want to check out over there. Just kidding. Anyway, moving
But
on. Love you, buddy.
I'm definitely excited about next season. The things that are going to be implemented and changing, I think are definitely going to be for the best.
Absolutely.
Also, I'm just excited. Like I said, I'm a person that's never been a part of the racing community. I've never really been a car guy, and this is something that's definitely kind of intrigued my interest.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about, man. I
Yeah.
I got into racing because of Hale, and he kind of helped me foster my my love for the sport, and you know, and anytime I get to beat him, I rub it in his face that the student has finally beat the master. But it's definitely something where no matter if you're a race guy or not, we welcome everybody. We want to help everybody, and we want to show everybody why we love this, this game, why we love this particular sport in real life, and kind of help them foster that same love that we have for it.
Hell yeah, man. Also, part of next year, I'm going to become Justin Fiedler on Dirt Tracker Daily. I'm calling you out now. I want you to start announcing our results on your test. So
That would
that's
be
that's
sick.
that's
Hey,
my that's my
as
goals here. I'm
as
announcing
a
it right
owner,
now. So
I will look, and I'll double down on that 8 ball as as the owner of Content House, or second in command of Content House. I speak for Hale, and I speak for all leadership and owners of Content House that I fully support and back that. I would love to see that. Um, Reach out to us, man. We would love it.
yeah, believe me, once we hone our craft a little bit in the beginning of next season, I get some footage put together. It's going to be in his inbox. And one thing I do know about him, I do know some people in the racing community that I know them that do know him, and they say he does read every email and answers everything. And I do know that he also runs a show. He's sponsored by Kubota High Limit. Also sponsors High Limit. So with him, uh, trying to push something here. So, and we're making something great. That's for damn sure.
Heck yeah, man.
Hey, real
Well, it
quick
looks like they're
to
only going to have
Ghost,
two.
two quals. Ghost, man, welcome to the booth, buddy. Our season 1 champion, BVM Ghost.
Yeah, go ahead and get his crown out, get him his flowers,
No, we're not
and
gonna.
pop
We're
the
gonna. We're
champagne.
gonna coronate him on Thursday. Don't worry. We're gonna
Yeah,
coronate him on
but
Thursday.
but yeah, man, Ghost. I will say this about our guy Ghost here. He puts in the time, he puts in the effort. He's always around to help everybody, and I can't thank him enough.
Yeah, man, I agree. I'll tell
Speaking
you.
of leadership and owners, Mister
Oh,
Hale himself,
Hello.
what's
the
up,
man, the
buddy?
myth, the
Da-da,
legend, my brother.
da-da, dun, 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 dun. What's up, guys?
Nothing much, man. We're just
Nothing much, man.
getting into the meaty part of the subject of the night, of the race of the night, man. Anything like to add here? And also announcing that we're moving over to Kind of House TV for season 2, for my
Yes.
stream and Hawkeye stream. But yeah, man, we're all excited, dude. Super, super excited. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm definitely excited. Content House has a lot of really big things going on, a lot of cool stuff that we're working on here in the background. Um, just on the up and ups, man. Super excited about the future. Excited what we got going on now. It's an awesome time to be part of the Content House family. So anybody who's out there watching right now, and if you're not in here, you need to be. So make sure you join that Discord link that 8Ball's got somewhere around there, and come join the family today, man. Because we got a lot of cool stuff going on.
Absolutely, we do, man. Absolutely. So we're out getting into some hot lap action here.
Yeah, man. So some guys to watch tonight for sure. First up on one of our streams here, I'm watching James. He's going to be a force to be reckoned with, and I'm looking forward to seeing him in the Pro Series. Hopefully coming up soon, and he's always got his car fine tuned to the T.
Yeah, James is he's one of those guys that really came in, and we were able to see what the Sportsman series was actually able to do for these guys. We started the Sportsman series to usher in new drivers, to help develop drivers that needed that extra push of or a little bit of lap time. We have put a lot of work into the Sportsman series and trying to get it to be that developmental series, that entry level series here for the Content House Dirt series. We watched James come in as a new driver. We watched him work his way up, watched him put in the time, get better, and now we're looking at James being now the second driver to rank out of the Sportsman Series by way of winning the championship to come up to the Pro Series, never being the first driver to do it on a 3-race win streak just a couple weeks ago. So super excited to see James come up there in the pros. I believe he's going to definitely be a force to be reckoned with. I believe mathematically he has clinched the title coming into tonight.
I believe so.
I do not have the numbers based on drops or anything like that before the races start tonight, but I do believe mathematically James has it, especially with never having ranked out 2 weeks ago now. But at the end of the day, kudos to James. Awesome job, awesome season. Couldn't get, and congratulations to all the guys in the Sportsman series for making it 10 weeks. It's been a long 10 weeks. It's been a 10 weeks that a lot of us have learned from and grown from and gotten better overall from. And I'm excited to get into our third season, but technically season 2 next season with all the cool stuff that we got coming around. It's going to be an exciting season.
Oh, heck yeah,
Yeah, man. And you talk about him being the second one to rank out via championship, and the whole reason we did the Sportsman was to help guys develop and help them kind of hone their skills. And I want to say the Sportsman series almost did it too well, because the first guy to ever do it from the championship now is looking to clinch and finish out a Pro Series championship. Our guy made a Ghost up there, so.
Definitely.
I believe
Ghost is one of those
has clinched
drivers.
the championship, I believe.
Oh yeah, he's definitely clinched.
Oh, yeah,
The thing with Ghost was that when first of all he's going to be the first one to go back to back. Is it also technically going between the series too. But when we first made the series, Ghost joined at just the wrong time. Because we started the Sportsman series right at the halfway point of season 0. Ghost had just joined just before, to where he was missing one race. He could have finished dead last in that race, to where he would have been a Pro Series driver based on the criteria. But because he had missed that one extra race, he wasn't there for. He caught us right at, I believe, race 6 on the season. We were not able to, based on our criteria, our algorithm that we came up with, it did have him listed down in that Sportsman Series division. Don't believe that he needed the Sportsman series for the purpose of learning. It was just more so rooted in the foundation of the purpose of being new to the league, which really helped us open our eyes to that as well. Because while we do have people who come in here, we don't necessarily believe that should be in a rookie, what you'd call a rookie division. The reality is the criteria is there for them to be able to rank out if they really don't belong there per se by skill judgment. And as we saw with Ghost moving up, winning his title last season, and now never actually ranking out by way of performance itself. I believe the Sportsman series has definitely been that arguably that crown jewel event here in Continental Dirt Racing.
Yeah, man. I completely agree with that, and it looks like we're finishing up some hot laps. So definitely gonna need some times here. Get us a fast lap and get us a time on that fast lap if somebody doesn't mind. That way we can report that back ASAP.
Will do. Will do. Thank you guys for being in the booth, and I'll see y'all here in just a
So
bit.
guys, if you can keep your stream up so we can get the times, man. Billy, thank you, man. Are you coming back for the feature, man? Because I'll tell you, I love it when you're in
I'm
the
gonna
booth for
try.
a feature. I do.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna see if Rogue is willing to let me sit up here and do some broadcasting with you guys. We'll see.
Look,
Very cool.
tell him you're the owner and he's
I outrank him. I'm gonna go let him know about that. I'm gonna go remind him of the ranks. Yep, definitely. All right, guys.
Yep,
Thank
go
you
ahead.
again.
Yeah, man. Talk about a guy that puts in some work behind the scenes for us. You know,
I cannot get Monkey
he
King's
is
password. Does anybody know that?
I know
don't know.
that.
So we got 15828, 15849, 15983, 16065. So 15828 is the fast lap out of here. But James 15849 is lone DJ.
All right, guys. Just an update. We are waiting on getting these times sent to me. I'll be doing the breakdown here, and then get you guys updated. I will be joining you in the booth tonight.
Very
Just a heads up.
cool.
Sounds good. Hale, if you don't mind shooting me over who had fast time and what that time was in a DM, that way I can report
Will
it
do.
on my end, brother.
Will do.
We were unable to get the other passwords. That's okay. So we got some little sneak peek previews going on here. So we think of Licking Toads.
Man, Licking Toads is one to watch. You know, he's definitely can be a contender for this race and give you know, guys like James and Lone Dejan a run for their money. I think the key to this race, in my personal opinion, is going to be staying off of that outside wall. Don't catch that parachute and just let those other guys run that kind of more risky line right against
Risk
that
reward
wall.
line. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you
You
that
know,
that outside wall is nice, but if you get that right diamond off of turn 3, man, it is quick, and you get the right diamond off of 2 as well, or turn 4 rather. If you get that right diamond line coming off of there, man, like, what's really weird about these vehicles that I have found is I actually got pulled aside by blowing trees the other day, and he's like, dude, how the F did you manage to get a 15740 on that track in these cars right here? I have the track record for these cars. And honestly, I was 62% native, by the way. I found that 62%.
I'm
Unbelievable. I don't think I've ever seen these cars react quite so great when you're so loose. I don't think it's going to translate well with their big cousins. But so let's see. Who's in this other heat? Oh yeah, we haven't talked about. We have a new addition, as always. We have a new addition to Sportsman League, Monkey King. I think we've added a new guy almost every week. Almost.
I think so. We've had at least a couple. Yeah.
yeah.
So
And I'll give you some stats on how many guys we've actually had run in the Sportsman series throughout this season 1.
I'm curious. I'm curious to see since you're a stat guy, I'm curious to see like what our new guy ratio is, our FNG ratio to each new week. Because like that's what I'm curious to see. 'Cause that's what really showed me the growth. Not everybody's going to stay. And there's some guys that look real life is a thing. Frenchie, you know what I mean. I know what real life is a thing too. Everybody here does. Big Doss just got back from, and Mr. Hale just got back from their time away. So I mean, real life is a thing. And at the end, we all just we're all just here to have a good time, have fun, and just see who's got the big ball bragging rights for next season. But oh, by the way, never, just to answer your question, just possibly a sneak peek. It's something I was working on, been meaning to work on for a little while. Just life, speaking of real life, gets in the way. So it's a work in progress so far. Actually, I have these all broken out for heats too. Hey, Big Doss, do you think maybe you could sneak up there and find out if they'll run the heat sequentially for me? It'd be really cool if you could get that okay from the traffic.
I'm gonna shoot Hale a quick message real
Okay.
quick and see.
Yeah, I wouldn't
see
want
if
you
he
to
would-
keep popping up there. We don't want
I'm
Wild Bill to come up here.
Or if Outlaw, you want to pop up there and ask that question for us real quick.
He can't come back.
I stepped away from.
yes, I
Can't come back.
I'm really curious about Spanky.
Spanky's a
how
new
he's
one.
going to do today. He's a new one. He's he raced the last 2 races. It looks like. So at least on the point system, he's raced last two weeks. So hopefully, I want to see what he's got. You know, because he's one of the newer guys.
I've been
And the thing with
racing
these
with him
newer
a
guys,
little
you
bit.
really
Yeah.
don't know.
Well,
Like
it's a whole different ball game, man, and you know this yourself. Being this should be your true rookie season. I mean, it's a whole different thing when you're rubbing elbows with people out, when you're trading paint with the guy next to you, and they can yell, "Oh, douchebag!" It's a whole different world when somebody can actually yell at you as opposed to an AI doing it. And like that's something that you just can't be afraid sometimes to get the guy next to you some paint. It's gonna happen, man. I mean, now something on the track like this. I mean, unless you're both running for position, there's gonna be no real reason to trade paint. The starts are gonna be hairy, granted. I mean, they always are. I still think our double file restarts are still better and the best in the business as far as VDirt goes for this game because I've seen some Xbox ones and they're pretty good. I think we do it on a bigger scale. I think we do it better on a bigger scale. Now the ones on Xbox I've seen, those guys rack up quick. That caution comes out, they rack up fast and go. Like it's literally it's one lap.
I did get a message back from Mr. Hale. He said, "Let's try not to do that tonight, just because of how long the heats are. They are 32 laps each."
Oh, man, it's gonna be a long night.
Yes, sir.
Should have bought another bottle of Fireball. Anyway,
I know, right?
it'll be Harry Coyle.
To kind of give you some quick statistics here, so far this season, we have had 20, and I don't see Spanky on my list of drivers for the last 2 weeks.
He's another FNG. He's another FNG.
Oh, not Spanky. Oh, my bad.
I
said Spanky for last week.
If we're adding Spanky to it, we have.
But I'm still interested. Yes,
6 drivers in the Sportsman Series this season.
6 new drivers.
Yeah.
26 total, and a lot of these guys, like for instance, Gary, he's raced 1 race with us. Xavier, Cattle Train. Let's see.
We'll be working a Cattle Train in the off season. We're gonna get him up to par, and plus he's got real life stuff too. So I mean,
my correction. I looked. Yep, I accidentally looked at the wrong guy. I was actually talking about Skinner, being the one that was the last 2 races. But I am curious to see what Spanky could do as well, since he's a newer guy. Because I watched the practice yesterday, and he seemed to be able to hold his own pretty well. So
Spanky's a controller guy, but I feel like radio guy, not an FNG. It's not going to be for long. I really don't. I really don't think that it's going to be for long.
Dude, I think I know this would be so stupid, but he's so funny. But I am half tempted to get one of those Mario Kart wheels for the break and switch. I think it would be fantastic. Because it literally is the Mario style wheel with the gas and brake pedal, dude. I think it'd be great.
So anybody looking for any last minute gifts for Outlaw, he wants a Fisher Price wheel for Christmas. Thank you very much.
Dude, so great. I just been curious if it would work.
The Fisher Price edition will work. The little Tykes car would be cute for him too. I mean, it's big Tykes for him, but hey.
Yeah.
Hey, that's how Jack started.
As a little Tyke.
Oh.
I don't know about you, man, but I think I might throw my back out if I had to push him around a shopping cart now. Although it'd be kind of funny watching him fit his feet to them holes in the shopping cart like a little kid did.
I would like to get one of those semi truck tires, or not tires, steering wheels.
Oh, they sell them.
Big wide ones.
Well, they sell them.
Dude,
they sell a 15-inch one for ATS.
Oh, dude,
Those it does. Yeah.
that'd be so great.
You know, you
I'd have so
are
much
not
fun
part
with
of the
that.
broadcast. Pipe down, Pipsqueak.
I don't know. He wants to be.
I know, right?
He wants to
Both
be.
my dogs are looking for their 15 minutes of fame. This is my 15
Dude,
minutes.
even
Leave me alone.
even my dog, like, he normally doesn't bark, but last couple, like, 30 minutes, he's been freaking barking at the backyard for some reason. I don't know if we got like a stray cat out there again, kind of hanging out, or
All right, guys, having some technical difficulties down there, so they're
but
having to rerun qualifying for Goons Lobby.
Okie dokie
Mm.
then. All right. So we are
Yes.
rerunning qualifying. All right. Hey,
Yeah,
got to
forget
make sure the track's up enough for
it.
everybody. It must be tracking. I can imagine. You get the graders out again. It's cool, man. It's
Do you, Abel, I know you want to do the format of hosting watch or streaming both heat races, but because of how long tonight is, we're not
absolutely.
going to do both of them
I
for that
honestly,
reason.
yeah,
Das, as soon as Das laid it out, I'm like, yeah, moving on.
Yeah, heat races are going to be like,
I
I think 32 lap heat races or
I
something
thought
like
about
that.
that.
So
Keep in mind, like us in the booth, like we're all drivers too. So it's like and
Yep.
like watching this stuff from up here is so much fun. It's awesome to call it, but nothing changes it in the fact that this is over and we're gonna do our interviews and we're gonna change streams and we're gonna be racing. So
definitely.
but
I sent you something. I sent you something to Abel. I sent you a DM.
have things everywhere.
Hey, Paul, how's it feel to have the owner of Content House sliding in your DMs?
Just awesome.
Thanks. No way he's gonna be weird about it, right? No real thing.
No weird. No weird.
Yeah, while we also update, Hawkmed is back. He just joined up there, so Hawkmed was not able to make qualifying, but he will be tagging on to the back of Heat Race, most likely 2 for the
that's nice.
or with an EOL, so he will be racing. So, also do want to announce again for those that are watching, we will be moving the broadcast to Content House TV, the Twitch Content House TV Twitch next season. So. Those of you watching, make sure you swing by that channel, drop it a follow, and yeah, we're trying to get it affiliate as well now that we're out here with an official Content House TV channel.
Guys, Content House _TV on Twitch. Heck yeah.
Twitch.tv/ContentHouse_TV. Super excited. Also going to plug Hawkmed real quick while we're waiting here and we're on the broadcast. Spent a lot of time the last night and pretty much first half of today helping us with this awesome logo revamp that we have here now in Content House.
I'm gonna put it up
So
here
want
in
to
a
give
second.
him give him a huge shout out for the assistance there, because couldn't have done it without him. And it's just I'm super excited with everything that's going on here for Content House as a whole. We got a nice little revamp going with the logos. We got us our in-house content creation team coming back. We got with 8 Ball. Nice. That thing's beautiful, man. It's beautiful.
I love it.
We got
and now I gotta fix my
8
car.
Ball helping us. We got 8 Ball helping us with the moderating the content creation team. Him and Hawkmed spearheading that. We've got Hawkmed moving up into a leadership position in Content House as our content strategy lead. So we have a lot of awesome stuff going on, man, around here, and I'm thrilled to be going on this journey with all you guys, man. It's humbling, and it's been a lot of fun, man. It's been a ton of fun.
We're just getting started, man.
Definitely.
Just getting started.
I'm going to check on our lobbies, and I'll be up here to join you guys for heat racing and A mains.
Cool. Oh my gosh. What stinks about being a content creator, because there's things that come to mind. Oh my god. Dude, we need to throw some dirt on that bad boy. On that logo for the dirt logo. Anyway, Big Doss.
Yes, sir.
Oh, he is still here. Oh my goodness. That was a quick roll call. I couldn't believe you're here. Hey, buddy.
You think I'd leave you?
Baby. I'm insecure these days. Hey.
Mhm.
But we're just having some technical difficulties. They're getting the track re-prepped there. Apparently, something wasn't right with the surface. Some of the drivers are complaining, mechanics are complaining. Team owners got time, and these guys have a lot of interest invested and time invested in this production that we put on for everybody. And keep in mind, this is a legit league, so it's these guys take it seriously, and seriously enough. And we want to try to put out the best product available, even though you have to sit there and listen to me drone on and on and on. Sorry, but here we are. But Outlaws has definitely also has had some really good insight for a lot of things lately. And also it's nice with you because you're like, uh, we had that one time with somebody who never did anything about racing and provide some really cool feedback. But it's also been really cool having you here too. You're another guy that is behind the scenes here at Content House. And like Owl does a lot. He's community moderator for Tarkov. I mean, he does a lot around here, and like he's just everybody's friend. He's everybody's here. He's just a great dude, and I can't thank you enough, man.
Hey, he's all right.
Something like that.
There we go. I think we're getting. I think we got a heat race going.
Is it a heat race? No, a 16 lap.
Got a heat
No, this
race.
should be the
Qualifying.
qualifying.
Yeah, I got it up too.
Yep. Now, since we're on a qualifying too, a guy that we have not talked about tonight that I think again could definitely be in the top 5, and I see him in the top 5 is going to be Defender Bob.
And I'm telling you, D-Bob's been growing as a driver, and from an owner standpoint, and being a teammate with him, as we look at Bob's Monster, I'm always making a point to put Bob's Monster on my stream just because I love Bob, and my dad's name's Bob, so Bob is cool. Everybody loves Bob. Be like Bob. Anyway, I'll tell you, he's a guy that he's bound and determined. He wants to learn, and like he's an accomplished sim driver on many other aspects of out there, and he's hard ass, got his nose to the ground, and he's just trying to he's trying to gain lap seat time, and he does it, man. Bob's another guy who puts in the work.
Oh yeah, and it shows for sure.
And there's my boy Radio Guy. Radio Guy, another guy, man. A big shout out to him, dude. Just kind of came in here, found us, like everybody does. So, come to chat with good old 8 Ball for a while. And he's like, do you think if I got a wheel, I'd be faster? I said, I don't know if you'd be faster, but it sure as hell gives you a better chance of being more successful. And he's still ironing out some kinks. But I mean, but on the whole, dude, he's just a great guy to race with, and he's a stand-up dude. If he makes a mistake, he's a big boy. Oh, in the wall, he's not going to be heavier than himself. He's a stand-up boy, and he's a big boy, and he owns his stuff, and I have nothing to respect for somebody like that.
Yeah, man, he's definitely been a fun guy to be around and watch grow over the last week.
Look at Monkey King, new guy, little junior driver showing it off there. He's younger than Jax, so we have a younger than Jax driver in this community, and I do believe Jax may have school tomorrow, so he's probably not going to be on tonight. Unfortunately, that's a shame. Things just got running a little long. The race goes a little long. Not sure why. Jax, we love you, buddy. And we asked you not to stream tonight to be more focused on your driving, which is what we need from you out there right now. And trust, rest assured, buddy. If you're watching, rest assured, my friend, we will work on your stream. Down Spanky.
Yep.
I think Spanky kind of impressed the Outlaw, I think, a little bit. Hasn't he?
Yeah. When I watched Spanky during the practice, he seemed to be holding his own pretty well. So I'm really curious on what he's going to do with this actual race. I don't know how well he's going to do because he's brand new and is still kind of learning the format that we have. But racing-wise and watching him, he seems to be pretty solid. He's not driving all over the place. He seems to be following a line pretty well, at least to my knowledge. So,
absolutely. I mean, I'll tell you, I believe, and he'll probably tell you this. If he finishes third, I'd love to get this guy down here for an interview. Because I swear, he finished top 3 because Scott's I love to hear him say, well, this is my 5th day racing this game. He still counts the days. I remember that. I remember my 5th day racing this game like 5 years ago. It was great.
Now you passed what, 8,000 laps?
8,000. Yes, I am still the career no life holder with 8,000 races ran. I'm also though I'm more than just the amount of races I run. I have ran a quarter of the races, the online races that are in this game almost, and also I'm also third on the wins too, point list too. So enough of stroking 8 ball. But honestly, man, like dead ass, it's hard work.
Yeah.
It's more than just. It's more than
a lot
just,
of time.
Yeah, it's time spent. It's a lot of time in, and Tino, and it's.
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, man. It's I mean, like how many nights have we sat here where you played Tarkov and I sat here and just turned laps?
Oh, dude, yeah.
Or
I think
when you got the game and then we sat here and turned laps.
I'd say I think out of this Discord right now, I probably have the most hours played on Tarkov right now.
That I can confirm. I can confirm that.
I'm like almost at 4,000 last time I checked. Getting
looking
close
at
there.
these times, it does not look like anybody's going to be able to beat James's fast lap. So I think we're going to have James with a fast
854.
lap.
Let's say 854 with D Bob. That might put him in second, maybe.
Second or third.
That might put him in second, I think.
Hey, Spanky got a little bit, just slightly over 16. So.
Hey, just hey, heartbeat check. Ghosty with us.
Yep.
Okay, good.
Heartbeat check. I love that.
This just said, hey, is a red Jeep outside with your lights on? Red Jeep outside with your lights on. Thank you.
I think Ghost could be a Jeep guy.
No.
Nah, I feel like Ghost.
Nah, Ghost. He would drive a Cherokee. I'm sorry.
A lifted Cherokee.
Lifted.
Drive an Escalade. Thank you very much.
Escalade. You got the big tires with the lift, or you got the little tires with the lift?
No,
Spinners.
I get 22s on it.
Spinners.
Hey, there he goes.
Honestly, Escalade definitely makes sense. I could definitely. I was going to say that, or you would do like one of the Denali XL SUVs. Got to have that third row seats, man. It'd be so good.
Right? Anyway, right. So, yeah. So here. Oh, God, big fan. Oh, yeah.
Well, so, I mean, have something that has a 3D printer. And just like 3D print, like a little mini, you know what I mean? I mean, you could do that too.
Oh my God!
Have like the base be the
Never mind. We'll talk
logo.
more on this. We'll talk more on this on slide jobs and soft goods. So
yeah, it'd be crazy.
Oh my God! Hey, Doss, I did make sure I kept the badass new logo up on my stream.
I love to see that.
I know. Doss, did you see what I did when you guys changed that?
No.
Wow.
Dude, I literally did. I literally made
send it to
custom.
Him. Send it to him. Yeah, I made him a really nice. I made him a really nice GIF out of it too. Like he did the footwork.
I took the pictures.
He did the footwork. Yeah, he did the footwork and then turned it blood red and everything. And then I put it through and made it a GIF for him. Oh my God. And
but this is what
5 hours later, Billy's like, check your DMs.
But I'm going to be doing a hardcore PvE series. I'm going to start a YouTube playlist of it and just go through all that. Well, I'm going to make a whole new YouTube account just because I'm going to keep it separate from, all the like videos and stuff and I watch and follow. But
I absolutely love this.
It's so cool, and
It's all right. We'll have the new iteration of that a little bit later.
oh, did I send you the wrong one? I think I did. Gosh dang it! Let me
You sending
delete this one.
the GIF one?
And I sent him. I did it again. I did the same thing with Billy. Bam. Try this again. It's gonna work now. There it goes. All right.
Yeah.
The PVE one's supposed to be a GIF as well. That's why I actually switched to the standalone image. But yeah, I love how that came out, and just because it definitely works for just the hardcore aesthetic, and then with it being Tarkov, being hardcore, going in with absolutely nothing, starting off with absolutely nothing, and just gonna be a lot of death. I want to be down a lot in that game. But that's gonna be some fun.
Mr. Ghost, on your camera, could you please make sure you get in the heat race? It doesn't actually really. It really doesn't really matter. I made separate banners, and
Yeah, I'm definitely.
I kind of had to adjust on the fly.
I'm definitely excited for next season, though. I definitely plan on
Do you have
trying to hop it in there.
The one that says Content House, do you have just a still image of that?
I have the still. I have the old logo still image. I don't have the.
We're gonna revamp that after we're done.
Yeah, we're gonna change it. Yeah,
it'll take about 5 minutes as long as it gets me as long as you get me the updated logo.
It was just one of those. It was just funny because I sent it to Billy, and then he's like, "Bro," I'm like, "No way."
Also, give me the updated font. Give me the updated font.
But I also I go and do this one for the eventual.
Anything you send to me now.
For the eventual DOS, I'm going to send you a thing as well. This is also something I have in the works as well. This one's going to take a little bit more time because I'm trying to figure out the best way to go about it, but it's kind of a base blueprint of something else that I.
So as we are wait here, getting let's see, we're getting her flooding in, getting the heat lobby set up here. I'm assuming Goon's firing the heat 1, and Hillbilly's gonna be heat 2. Looks like we're at race day for heat 1. So back to the score. All right, Ghost.
Dude, it's gonna be.
If you get me a lobby good. Up. You get me a lobby up. I think one of them is up now. It doesn't really matter which one you're in, but if you're in one, it'd be great.
Well,
Knoxville.
Hillbillies get started. Here you are in one.
So we got James here.
We got James and D-Bob, Monkey King, Jax. Jax is there. Jax did make it in time. Very good, buddy. I'm glad you're here. Congratulations. Bet they paid the hook fees for you.
Yeah.
Glad mommy paid your hook fee.
Dude, I don't know. It's just because I've been playing so much Borderlands, but I don't know if the cars, but the shimmy on the cars just looks so much better.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. I'm like, hey man, can we keep it on the on topic? I'll put it on topic. I'm sorry.
The shininess of the cars.
I want to point out the race that's going on for third right
I'm watching this right now.
Between Monkey and I think that's Licking
Toads.
Oh, he hit the wall right there. Monkey did.
Yeah, here they come. Look at Jax right there.
Freaking 3 wide right
That's
there.
That's the Down and Dirty Cleaning Services. Number 16H Licking Toads. Riding along now, RSD1 Jack 57. Welcome back, Jax. No more Hawk Tua. He's a thing of the past. Hey, man. Dick and Toad's going into it.
Hello?
Nice little jump up
Honestly
on the line.
surprised he didn't go with the 6'7" for his number instead of 57.
Actually, no. He runs 57 to honor his brother who passed away abruptly last year. So that's Jax's his thing. And then he runs 57
was that
in honor of his
sports
brother.
number?
Yes, that was a sports number.
Yeah,
and him and his other brother, they both wear the number in honor of their fallen brother. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, man. Hats off, man. Just that family's just an incredible family. Love them to death.
Yep. I'll tell you what, though, this race for third, I think, is going to be interesting. You know, and I got to give it to Jax. He is not falling behind. And he's staying close. If he gets a good run, I think he definitely could get up there with him.
From last season to this season, the amount of improvement Jax has had has been astonishing.
Ooh, push him looking a little up there, but he's kind of giving him some space and clears him. Lickens going to kind of come back underneath him here, see if he can slide him, and he's not going to get there.
Oh.
He reciprocated right back. So.
Yep, exactly, 100%. I wouldn't expect anything less.
Yep, Jax just needs to settle in. If not, them two are going to get getting fallen behind by Monkey here.
About ready to get rolling on Heat 2. We got DJ and that is Radio Guy lining up there. All right. And we are off on this one. Got DJ taking them in 2, 3, 4. Come on, all 4 radios. He's still there. We got on the other feed.
These two guys just. And James just, I'm definitely excited for him to go to Pro Series just to see what he's going to do.
Oh, man, he's such an exciting driver. He really is. We're right along behind Skinner here. We have a nice little view of the little battle for third going on here between Spanky and our own Ahmed.
I'll tell you, Bob, I'm watching this battle for the lead up here in Heat Race 1 with James and Bob. Bob looks content in second right there, and that's dangerous.
Yep.
And because, like, Bob thinks before he does. As crazy as that sounds for a race car driver in general, right? But as I say that, it looks like he sticks his nose down. But it looks like Bob's racing content back there. He's not doing anything edgy. He's not doing anything trying to just, jump the gun. This is a long heat race, and there's not a lot of cars in these heat races the way that we split them. So I think Bob is sitting there. I think he knows he's faster because you'll watch him make a mistake and then run James back down.
Yep.
I think Bob's just buying his time here. I really do think he's buying his time. It wouldn't be surprised here in a couple laps if we see Bob make a bid for the lead here.
Absolutely, Matt. Hell, I'll tell you, and the thing with Bob is, I mean, he might be a rookie or to our series, but he's definitely not a rookie to sim racing. And he's a hell of a competitor out there.
People don't understand just how far experience in the world of sim racing takes you, both in other forms of virtual racing and, as crazy as it sounds, in the real world. You'll hear a lot of the Cup Series drivers. I know that we're on dirt, but you hear a lot of NASCAR guys talk about, we spent a couple hours in the sim rig this week and things like that. Sim racing, especially in the world that is, the meta has really shifted to the online form of just online in general. The meta has really started shifting towards, and you hear a lot of these guys talking about the time that they're putting in on the sim rigs and whatnot. That being said, there's a lot that can be gained from going in circles on games. Just as not maybe an argument could be made for just as much that could be learned from getting seat time in a car.
Oh, absolutely. Who is the NASCAR driver who came up out of sim racing? Didn't he do a wall ride to a victory?
Several.
Did he do a wall ride to a victory?
No.
That was
No, you have William Byron came out of iRacing, got picked up by, I believe it was Dale Jr. Dale Jr. has really been the driving force for the success that you've seen of iRacers as far as their progression into the Cup Series. Dale Jr., who is plays a big part. I don't want to call his role out. No, it's but he's very up, vice chairman possibly, something like that with iRacing. Dale Jr. led the charge to cleaning up North Wilkesboro to get it ready for the All-Star race that was on iRacing during COVID. And ultimately, I really do believe that you saw the cleanup lead to what we see now, which is North Wilkesboro having 2 All-Star races and this season getting I believe a points paying race there this Cup season coming up too. So all that being said, again, that just goes to show again that the influence of online iRacing in general, sim racing, how it can go to influence real life as well, and vice versa.
Absolutely, man. No, I tell you, so starting out being broadcasting, like I've watched iRacing films and I watch stuff like that, and I'll tell you this though, I don't think that they just one thing I always kind of find that they lack, and I've seen come across some broadcasters that are really good, but the excitement. It's just not, and honestly, like, not to pick on any one stream because I couldn't tell you what they were off the top of my head, to be honest. But to be completely fair here, I mean, like, and these are Australians, so I was expecting a little bit more, and like, 'cause we raced with a few Aussies and we love our guys, but they're a little, they're a little bit wound, man, and they're awesome people.
Passionate.
But passionate, yes, thank you. Like, I mean, come on now, we got McFadden doing shoeys when he wins. I mean, it's awesome. It's exciting as hell. But
I think that.
But I found it to be a little bland. I found it a little bland.
It is. It is. Unfortunately, you got the Cup guys today. They're just so clean edged, is what I call it. Like they don't really. Back in the day, you had Earnhardt Sr., man. You had Richard Petty when he was younger. You had these guys
out
who
from under the car, wiping the grease off.
Yeah,
their
dude.
hands.
You had Cale. You had AJ Foyt. You had all these old school guys who they really brought even dude. A bid could be made for even Jeff Gordon. I was a Gordon fan, but I also believe that Gordon still brought a little bit of that flair and that flash, just a younger version of it. Obviously, a little more cleaner around the edges, but.
But Gordon knew his stuff. Gordon knew his stuff. There's his stuff pretty well. Oh, Bob.
Oh, we got a wreck over here, and he raced one. It looks like, huh?
Yeah, this could change the thing. James kind of had to get out of the way. I believe that was maybe Lickin that I seen. I could not tell the car, but
I believe that was
was it?
Was it?
Yeah, that threw off the lead a little bit here. So.
I'll tell you, it's just the way this shaped the sport, and just to be part of something like this that's up and coming, and it's really a big honor, man. I can't tell you how big of an honor it is, just to watch all this grow, and then Dejan out there, he's just tearing it up. Man, he's tearing up, and Radio isn't letting him go gently into that good night, and that's good stuff to Radio. And this is all exactly why I stepped back from recruiting for my race team, because I can't. I race with everybody, man. I recruit for Content House is the way I put it. So
there you go, man. I believe we have wrapped up Heat Race 1, it looks like. I think we're
looks like yeah.
And DJ snaps a wall. I think we got a couple more laps on this one here. Yeah, here. DJ taps a wall there, but Radio unable to capitalize, and it looks like everybody's kind of spread out. But hey, this is a clean heat race. So what did we finish over there?
Looks like we had
James, Bob. Then we had Lickin, I believe, was in this race. And then we had Money, and then Jax rounding it out, I believe.
That is Monkey King. That is our Jax 0. Oh, Radio in the wall. Oh. Unable to take advantage of the Radio, but he's trying to make a move. Coming down the backstretch. Go. He taps the wall. Hopefully he sets himself. He's running for a high rig. Oh, taps the wall. Gonna roll under him. Has he got enough? No. It's gonna be DJ. I think we in turn 1. We done? No, we're not. All right. So on. Sorry about that, folks. We don't have lap counters here. We're just not that cool. But so here we go. We take us into turn 1, 2. Oh, Radio making a move? Nope, not enough. He might have wound up from big slider coming up next turn. Is he going to throw it? Oh. DJ, that was a textbook turn there by DJ, for sure. And Radio's still pushing him up there. He's still right on his tail.
Radio's one of these guys, I believe, is one of these diamond in the rough guys, man. It's a guy. He's new to the squad here, man. He's new to the community. We haven't really had a chance to see him make a lot of laps around here. We've seen DJ, I think, with just one more race experience in Radio, if I'm not mistaken. So these are two, new up and coming drivers to future stars, if you will. I really believe of the
man.
Hudson House Air Series, not only just the Sportsman Series, but I'm telling you, man, this upcoming class, what the Sportsman Series is developing into. I'm telling you, man, these Pro Series guys, they've got some things coming up. They've got some. They better watch it, man. A lot of these guys are probably going to be losing a seat.
I don't disagree, especially. Oh, there we go. So we got the results, and we got DJ Radio Guy, Ahmed, Ahmed, Baggy, and Skinner. So that's rounding them out here.
I love Hawkman's lime green color he's got going on there.
Oh man, I'm telling you, he's we're gonna have Hawkbed and Jackson in the booth after we're done here. I'll also just don't want to spoil for anybody, but baby, everybody, make sure you stick around for the interviews. We have some extended interviews. This is gonna be extended ending to our extended race, for our extended heats and our extended hot lap sessions. So yeah, here we go.
Going out with an extended bang this season.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, I'm gonna hop up here real quick and get with the guys. I will go ahead and go through a little rundown real fast beforehand. So we are gonna have James start on the pole. If my results here are correct, then we will have DJ on second. Bob will be starting second row inside in third. Radial in fourth. Lickin in fifth. Hawkmet is sixth. Jax is seventh. Spanky is eighth. Monkey will be ninth, and then Skinner will round out the field in the 10th position. I was gonna say in the top 10, but we got 10 guys here tonight, so. Got a couple guys who are out from league racing right now. We got a lot of bad weather and stuff that was sweeping the states, obviously this week. So probably got a lot going on with weather, things like that.
Our boy Never's okay. Never had a bad incident, and he's okay. And love that guy, dude. He's just, I'll tell you, he was in the booth last week when you guys were on hiatus, and oh my god, he was awesome. I had so much fun with him in the booth.
Yes, we were watching it live from the company camp, man. So we heard him. He did a great job.
I heard, man. Hey, when you get back, you give us some good feedback what you got. But I'm gonna hold you up. Go get up there and see what we got.
Yep, we'll do. I'm gonna hop up here. We'll catch up with y'all soon.
Bye, buddy.
Ahmed's color scheme kind of reminds me. It like touches a feeling of my childhood. So I wasn't much into. I'm not much into cars. I think, but my stepfather, he was or is, and he was a big monster truck guy, and that lime green, every time I see that green, dude, especially in dirt, it just reminds me of Gravedigger growing up, man. Just love them monster trucks. And funny thing is, like, I'm not too much into it, but my son, man, he loves monster trucks. He got to go to see a couple monster trucks, got to go to a derby, and he really enjoyed that. I'm gonna try to go some more this year. Obviously, when it gets close to summertime, maybe taking, because we do have a couple dirt tracks around here, but they're not like one of Outlaw's dirt tracks. They're more just your local. But they have like monster trucks. They have crash derbies. Like, I think it'd be some fun.
Yeah, man. Getting the kids into stuff is always fun.
Absolutely.
Being a new dad lately, trying to kind of figure out, how to be a dad in a sense. My daughter, I can definitely tell, is starting to take into the liking of what I do. Every time I put my wheel on, and she walks in here and she wants to get up and play with the wheel. So we may have a driver in a few years.
That's awesome, man. I sent you a message the other day, and I told you, man, like, enjoy it when they're small, dude. They get big so fast.
My son just turned 6, man. It doesn't feel like it's been 6 years, to be honest.
My baby's gonna be 14, and my oldest baby is 27.
You're old enough to be my father.
Grounded. Go to your room.
Get him out. But now, that's crazy. And Doss, you're gonna, whenever she goes to kindergarten and she starts kindergarten, dude, you're gonna see the craziest change, man. My son, between vocabulary, his learning skills, it has grown like crazy since.
Once they learn how to spell, dude, like Willow, when she went to kindergarten and she started to learn how to spell, as soon as she started learning letters, she taught herself to read. Because she would play Roblox, of all things, and chat with people. And then finally, she started she play at my computer, so we could watch her. My computer was in the living room at the time, so I could watch her. And there she was, man, just like all of a sudden, I'm like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "Oh, I'm talking to him." She's just typing away. I'm like, "Oh my god, you type faster than your mother."
Well, you know what's so crazy too? So I have my desktop.
She'll never type faster than me though.
I have a desktop and I have my laptop. Well, if I have my son, I usually let him have the laptop or whatever because he can take it, move it around. Well, I was trying to get him to use I hooked up a mouse to it. And I was trying to get him to use the mouse and keyboard, and he just couldn't understand it. But my laptop is one of those foldable ones, and when you fold it, it has the touch screen, right? And I folded it, handed it to him. That's all I needed to do. He was able to type and do everything on his own at 6 years old. I'm just like, dude, it's like when I was his age, we had the Nintendo 64 controller. We were trying to figure out how the world to, like, we almost needed 3 hands just to use all the buttons for that freaking controller.
It's funny you say that because it's funny you're gushing like that because like I can only imagine what my parents must have thought. 'Cause now I'm old.
Yeah.
I warn y'all. I warn y'all. So I'm gonna throw out a console that probably nobody's heard of before. My parents gave me a ColecoVision for Christmas, and I was probably about the same age, about 5, 6, 7 years old. I remember this thing, and I had this thing till I was like 12 or 11, and I got a Nintendo. But I can only imagine how look at him play Pong. Here we are. And they said that, and I'll tell you, they said that you can't make money off of video games. That's a lie.
Dude,
you just don't make a lot unless you make the games.
Dude, what's really crazy though is, my stepfather was very anti video games, but he's changed quite a bit because now he's starting to see, like, especially after COVID, dude, all these streamers just freaking blowing up, becoming multimillionaires over the last couple of years, dude. It's been freaking crazy.
Show him my stream. This guy's 47 years old. He never did an online broadcast in his life, and here we are. He's a content creator, and he's helping the content creation team at content.
Honestly, if it wasn't for him, like, having his YouTube shows that he watches all the time, because he doesn't do TV anymore, he just watches YouTube, right? But he watches like a bunch of stuff. He watches like a bunch of food stuff. He watches a bunch of mechanic stuff, like with fixing cars and everything. He was big back in the day. I say this back in the day, but it wasn't really that long ago. But back in TV day, he used to watch that. You remember the TV show, the 4x4 trucks? And then, like, broke down like how to fix different parts of trucks and stuff. Like, it was like really a deep dive before YouTube was really a thing. He used to love watching those shows.
Thanks for filling up here.
Yeah, and like we're about to get rocking and rolling here in just a second. So,
yeah, he likes watching that kind of stuff. I've never been much of a TV person. I've been more just YouTube. So I've been my YouTube depends on what game I'm normally playing is what I'm watching on YouTube.
See, for at least for me, I'm kind of at I have a dirty confession to make. I'm sorry. Deep dark secret, 8-Ball, sorry. I still have yet to see the last season of Cobra Kai. I'm a failure at life.
I don't even know what that is. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my god!
All right.
So
all right.
So now that I got done demasculating myself, Hale is back to the booth. I haven't watched the last season of Cobra Kai. It's demasculating. So
and then I asked what is that, because I have no idea what that is.
What's that, kid?
Jesus God.
What?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. Anyway, getting ready to go racing, guys.
Yes,
we got the lobby rock and rolling.
I need my intro, brother.
Dude, I'm not even gonna lie. Yours was better than mine. So I want to hear you say yours.
No.
But you wanted the best. You've got them 4 abreast, 2 abreast technically. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on virtual dirt for week 10 this season, the Content House Dirt Series. I'm excited, guys. Let's do it.
We got them racked.
It's gonna be crazy.
We got them stacked. We got the V-grids back. We are great.
James off to a really good start here already. Got I'm sorry. DJ's up there too, but Bob's digging on the bottom down here, Ball.
Oh, dude. Bob and DJ, it looks like they're just kind of doing a little bump lap there. Nothing wrong with that. Liking it, but
Ooh,
look
looks
at
like
James.
Dejan got the lead. James is digging on the bottom.
James is trying to make that bottom stick, and I'll tell you, I don't know how many of these guys race with me, but during practice sessions, and I'll tell you, man, that the looser these cars are, the better they love this track.
Definitely, man. I was telling the guys earlier, I think the thing about this track that you have to look at compared to all the other tracks we've been to this season is you've got a lot of grip right there in the middle in the black. It's not as much dry slick as you would think it is. But you've got
like we're having
some
lag and a wreck.
Just
here, it looked like with Monkey.
Saw that back there. There was a lot of lag I was seeing there for a bit. But this track, man, the thing about it, it's long straightaways, high speed, a lot of bite right there in the middle, up against the cushion and through the black, but long sweeping turns. I think that's really going to open up some opportunity here later on as Dejan gets in the fence right here. I think that's going to open up some opportunities, 8-Ball. I know a lot of people were talking about, it's hard to pass. I think that bottom is going to be a bit underrated here, and I think somebody is going to potentially use that to their advantage.
Absolutely, man. I see James sliding back to fifth here. But I'll tell you, I've turned a lot of laps with these guys like I normally do. And you want to kind of like, James is going to do a textbook. Yep, grip that top. And then you want to kind of use that top to get some grip through the grippier stuff through the middle, catch the bottom cushion and launch down. That's exactly what he's trying to do. And I've thrown some wicked sliders on this track just running that inside line because it gets quicker.
Yeah, man. One thing I noticed when I was running the Pro Series cars, the Supers, is that it is going to be a slide central. I mean, it was back and forth, and just trying to get away from the person behind you is going to be kind of a feat in itself, not only in this race, but definitely in the Pro Series on Thursday.
Definitely. Absolutely. I think that the thing about the Pro Series, it looks like we had a DC. I guess that was Monkey.
The Monkey blow him engine? Oh.
Yeah, it sounds like Monkey blew him engine.
Hey, rookie mistakes. Hopefully their team can get him hooked back up for the dash. Also, it might be bedtime. They might have to pack up and head back to the homestead.
Maybe so.
Oh, it looks like we have a caution on the Speedway. Oh, wait a minute. What lap are we in? We're within 10 laps.
I believe they're probably within they're within the 10 lap re-rack.
Very interesting.
Oh, goodness. Okay. Well, hey, there's the first iteration we've ever had to have here in the Content House Dirt Series of us having to do a restack. So that's interesting.
Yeah, never. I agree, man. 100%. I do. I do for sure, man. This is like, oh boy. On the loud pedal, you know what? You're right. You got them racked. Gonna stack Grandson pack. We are on the loud pedal. I like that. There you go.
It's gonna be a long race here.
We're gonna run it back.
Yeah, we're definitely looking at having some problems here. That's for darn sure. With all the Knoxville, it had to be the last race of the night, man. You know, or the last race.
Yeah,
exactly. It couldn't have been Fairbury, the shortest track on the season. It had to be this one. So
no, of course. When you guys threw darts at the board, you know, you could have put I-55 on here or something. Yeah, little third mile.
Shoot. Do we have any sort of ruling if it continues to happen?
Hop in real quick. I'll be right back.
Yep, I'm gonna make a bet. I'm gonna make a bet.
Yeah, I do believe there is gonna be a rule if this happens one more time. I believe it's only once. If it happens again, it's
not a re-rack. It's a blown engine.
You will get it's a blown engine, and you will get last place points, unfortunately.
Okay.
But you know, with it being the last race of the season, I don't think that's going to affect the team's outlook.
I think it was a multiple issue though. Like I saw a lot of people were like freaking out.
Well, you know, these things happen. You know, we are running on servers on a game, and look, the game itself. I mean, I can't even begin to describe the amount of camaraderie that this game has brought on. And not that it's like beyond the best game in the world, but I will say that, you know, just the dirt racing community as a whole, this is what goes to show that the dirt racing community as a whole is a force. And like, honestly, I know some friends that are developing some games out there that I'm telling you, we're like hammer down. We want to jump on it. We're going to have, from what I understand, we might have a working demo here coming in April, at least, maybe May. I tell you, like that stuff that their community get behind it. I really feel like if somebody was smart enough to launch a dirt game, give it support, this community will embrace it and run with it. and don't make it, because you got to keep it in the aspect of what dirt racing's supposed to be. Stock cars, it's supposed to be fun and inexpensive. So in the fairness of that, that would be really cool. But I think if somebody were to develop a game like that, this whole community would blow apart and just take it. And I'm not talking about Content House. I'm talking about the dirt racing sim community as a whole. We'll take it and run with it. Beat up blue Chevy Nova, 1971. Your lights are on.
All right, we got. They will be going in just a second.
Star 5.
This is interesting here, man. You gotta look at this now. You had a couple guys, got about 10 laps in here. They got to kind of feel the track out, feel the cars out, feel how each other are racing one another. There's a little bit more info going into this one now, because there was a time there where, it was all on the line, like the race was going, So let's see if anybody runs each other different. Let's see. James knows now that Degen's fast, so let's see if he does anything getting down here in the one, tries to clear him. James digging down there on the bottom. It's like he's going to clear. Oh, he's up there. Look at that.
Got him with the nose without the bobs going below. Whew. Oh, Degen. Yep. Degen's running that slider line already. Look at that.
Going to drop it off deep in here. Like I said, man, he's got them run right there through the middle. He leans on James a little bit. Got to remember last week, man, these two guys, they had some they had a little bit of they had some fender banging going on last week at Fairbury. So understandable. It was Fairbury. That's the nature of the beast over there. But Knoxville, not the track to be doing that at, man. You can cause a lot of problems real fast here at Knoxville doing that. So
yeah, especially because that's a trickle down effect. What happens in front of you? That just passed down. It runs downhill and all the way to everybody else until the field spreads out a little bit, of course. Then you don't see too much passing.
I think the benefit here, though, is that you got a long race. Obviously, as we've already seen, this is already going to be the longest race this season, but it's only gotten worse with the issues we had tonight. But you got the long race this season here. I think James understands that. Oh, Degen's on the fence there, yeah.
Yeah.
James understands that, though. I think if it's going to happen, it's probably better to happen early for sure. So the thing we got to keep in mind, long race, obviously.
Yeah.
Lap traffic is going to play a factor tonight. It's going to be a different experience of lap traffic than what we saw last week at Fairbury.
Absolutely. Well, last week at Fairbury, I mean, it's just, you're in lap traffic in 4 laps. So it's, it's a whole different experience, 5 or 6 sometimes, but I mean, it was still, lap traffic was always a factor. And, let's talk about a smaller track, it's narrower. And this track, this is, as super speedway gets for these type of cars.
For sure, yeah. And that's the thing, man. I don't know if the draft is built into this game or not. But one thing's for sure, if they are going to be drafting in anywhere on this game, it's going to be Knoxville. It's definitely going to be Knoxville. Only other track I can think about that could be, an argument could be made for would be Bristol. But I'm not sure. And I tell you what I'm excited for. What next season is? We're going to the. I'm excited that we're going to the format of shorter races.
Oh, absolutely.
Because, you're not going to have this argument of, it's a long race. He can settle back in. Like, it's not a long race compared to what we've been used to, so.
Absolutely. It's not that long. The 80 after running some of these 80 laps and then 160 with these guys. I mean, I ran the practice last night for 160 laps. Now, granted, I ran half of that with my force feedback cranked up to like 70, so I was like dying at the comp caution. For one time, I was actually dead thankful we had a comp caution, but then again, if it was a 100% race, I would have sucked it up and just ran it. Bob's just lurking.
He's lurking for sure, man. I think that, again, like we said in the heat race, I think Bob understands it's a long race. Let's check out, let's get some space, and then we'll handle it amongst ourselves. And that's a good way to approach it, man.
I'll tell you that I listened to you, coming up, and I got my start as it's an actual sim racer just like last season, So, but listening to you about being patient, I mean, that actually paid off when I took a dash win at Lucas Oil. Because I mean, I was
That's it,
behind
man.
Thrasher, and I'd run a lot of laps. I was so mean. I actually apologized to him at the race, but it was. But I was like, I kind of know what he was doing, so I just kind of just marked him. I just wanted to stay close enough that if he slid off the track, which he did, I could just jump in and take advantage of it. And I almost slid off with him. Yeah.
That's it, man. The thing is, what a lot of people don't understand, and this is coming from a racer's perspective, something that you learn with many laps, a lot of time behind the seat of whatever it may be. There's a lot that could be done. Right now we can talk about James, and an argument can be made for Bob even right now, being in waiting. When you're content with where you're running and you have the patience that Bob is showing right now, as these guys start battling for the lead. You can study, you can learn a lot, you can figure out, okay, where am I better than this guy at, where is he better than me, and why is he better than me, and try to capitalize on that. Bob, arguably right now, as these two race for the lead, it kind of looks like he is the fastest car, but if there's a spot where Bob is struggling on this track, he's putting 2 and 2 together, and he is studying, he's learning the track, he's learning his competition, he knows he's got no immediate pressure behind him. And this is only building a strong case for Bob to potentially be exploring his first win of the season in the last race of the season because, now as you see him right here, he drops down the lane. Bob has the knowledge behind him. He gets in the fence a little bit there, but watch him catch these guys up. He gets a good turn down off the cushion. He's going to get some speed belt back up. And again, you're going to see him close the gap if he can keep it out the fence. And he's going to run him back down. But the thing is, with having that cushion behind him, Bob has the opportunity now where he can explore. He can maybe run that bottom a little bit, see if there's something he can find down there that these other guys aren't necessarily using, and he can use that for later. He can put it in the bank, and these guys don't know what he's doing back there. It's hard to mirror drive and protect, be on offense and defense.
Yeah, James is in a spot here, but he's just up the fat low line to get a little momentum. But I'm watching Bob, and I'm gonna have a gush moment here because he's on my team. And Bob's kind of like my right-hand guy there. And I'll tell you, like some of the stuff that we've been working on, I've been kind of spouting. I'm watching him do, especially like if you're looking for a little bit of extra oomph, especially in these cars. And that cushion is your ticket down the down the straightaways, man. You want to bury your right side into that stuff and just go. And he's just kind of ranging. It looks like he's ranging it in there. That's what he's doing. Because he's
testing the waters, man.
Yeah, he's
dipping his toes in it.
Yep, he knows that he isn't in danger of anybody.
Right.
Because the rest of the pack's he's got a half a straightaway on the next car, so he's just kind of ranging it in. I don't blame him.
Definitely. And I mean, James, if anything, James is even showing him stuff right now. You see DGen's playing defensive right now, man, and I believe, James, as patient of a driver as James is, as patient of a driver as James is, he's going to get a good turn right here off the corner, though. I believe DGen went down the block. I think he was going to run low, yeah. DGen might pull even with him right here, James. DGen entered low. He's going to get a good drive off right here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he clears him. Good run by DGen there. But no, like I was saying, man, I think, James trying these different lines and stuff, again, the case is building stronger for Bob to really be able to pounce on these guys, one, when they make a mistake, because it's not if, it's when they're racing hard like this. And number two, he's seeing James turn down that cushion. You see what he's doing behind James. He's kind of following him. He's driving in the tracks there. He's learning a little bit. And again, while these guys are having to be on the offense here. Ooh,
Bob, Jamie in the wall. Bob taking a move, going high, stop side on him. Ooh, Bob into the wall. This man of me drives down off it. Ooh,
good diamond,
Bob. Attaboy, Bob. Good driving, good tough, clean racing. You got Hawkman there coming up on radio guy on camera 2 there. See, Hawkman's another guy. He knows the long race is so many laps to be run, and it's so hard to just stay patient. As a driver, and it's hard to just as Dever said, get on the damn loud pedal and just stay on it. But you got to drive with your head, not your foot.
That's it. The foot, arguably, in racing is just as important, if not more important. Or your head, I'm sorry. Your head is arguably more important, if not just as important as the foot, And oftentimes you hear it in the racing community, people who understand what I'm saying. Number one, the fastest car doesn't always win the race.
Nope.
Oftentimes it's the one with the most patience. Sometimes it's the one with the most strategy. And that's what makes racing an art form, and in its purest, the purest form of art, in my opinion, because it's poetry in motion, and
Yeah.
the what you often hear a lot of people talk about is it's another left turn. It's so much more than that, to the drivers, to the teams. It's not, to the viewer, it's left turns, it's crashed, it's fast cars, it's crashed cars, it's all that, but it's the drama. But to the racers, to these teams, it's a whole lot more. It's poetry in motion, like I said.
Man.
It's a science. There's just so much to it, man.
Absolutely. And I didn't learn that until like this season, where it was just like, and I made a comment to Rogue, and it came off really cocky, and I didn't mean it the way it did, but he was like, I was catching you coming up to that comp caution. I'm like, no, you weren't, dude. I'm like, I was just pacing myself because I just didn't want to get in the wall, wreck myself. I was sitting in a spot where I wanted to be. I wanted to be in fourth. I wanted to be on the top side. So, I mean, I was sitting in a spot where I knew the comp cost. We were 5 laps out. So I saw him getting in the rear view mirror. But I mean, I just wanted to set to a point. I forget who I was behind. I think I might be behind Chevy or Never, but I think it was Chevy. Where I just got to a point where I just didn't want to. I didn't want to gain on him and race him, but I didn't want him to leave me behind either. Just kind of paced him,
Definitely.
and I saw Rogue was digging hard, and I know he was digging hard, but I didn't mean to comment the way it came off, but it was just kind of like, God, dude, like I was just kind of playing the safe line. And
Right.
I think
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
something
that's-
Nick Ghost has mentioned about, hey, I'll get a good lead run that risk reward line, and then play it safe.
That's going to be my whole motto that's my motto for Eldora, and that's going to be my motto for this track, is that I'm going to run both of these tracks the exact same way, basically, and I found success running a safer line and just being patient and not trying to use that risk reward line too much unless I absolutely feel like I need to. So that's going to be my play.
Sometimes you got to let the race come to you. I mean, that's just how it is.
I mean,
there's
think about how many times these guys have, in this race, and how many times we're going to see in the pros, these guys trying to overdrive these cars to get that fast lap every time and hit these walls. Man, if I can run a 5 and you can run a 4 on a good lap, but you're running 8s on your bad ones, 7s because you're touching the wall, I'm going to beat you.
Yep, and there's a word for that, and it's consistency, man. Consistency goes a long way with these cars and with racing in general.
I've started asking guys that, like Ghost, and like I know, like like you're up and honest dude, and like I'll ask, like, what's your quick time? And like, oh my God, it's ungodly fast, but what's your average time? That's what I want to know. And that's what I want to know. And he's usually pretty honest about it. And he's like, it's usually a couple tenths lower, but that's a safe line, and that's what I want to be. That's the safe line is where I want to be at. The
sure.
over out of control. We got a Chili Bowl event coming up. I mean, talk about out of control. You're in the fence, and then now you drop 6 places. It's tough.
That's the thing, though, man. In Ghost is the one that really is a vocal about this. Is you can take that line, you can run that safe line that just to make sure if that's where you're secure, you feel most secure, you feel the most comfortable. Some people, they're fastest in their safe line, right? Yeah. But the only way you're going to get better at running the top and running and getting more comfortable in that not so safe line is if you get up there and you do it. And obviously the number one way to do that, where your risk is not, the reward versus the risk reward ratio isn't that crazy, as looks like our leaders are getting into some lap cars here.
Traffic here. Add a boy there for Spanky for just pulling aside, let our leaders go by. He knows they're faster than him.
For sure.
Kudos, buddy.
Sure.
Add a boy, textbook.
I think that the thing is, if you get up there, you run those practice sessions like how we offer these tune-ups pretty regularly, you're going to get more consistent at being able to run those fast lines where it takes a little bit more talent, and talent is specifically built just off of your willingness to get better. Anybody can be just as good as anybody else on this track. It's just a matter of how much work you're willing to put in.
Absolutely. I mean, that's how I got a little faster at Eldora, and that was like hours before the race. I was just kind of behind blowing trees, just kind of trying to see where. So I started really watching him, and watching where he was pulling away, and I sort of realized that, I'm kind of hitching the gas pedal a little too much. Definitely. So I just kind of screwed that to the floor.
Ooh, Jax is going to get in the way here. This is going to cause Defender to jump on this opportunity.
Oh, and
Jax gets in the way for Defender. Crossover. Oh my God, good driving right here. Jax trying his best to just try to gather the car up.
Yeah.
It
Oh.
looks like we're going to do pretty good here for the most part. It got kind of hairy for a minute there. Jax does a good job keeping it going. Defender doesn't get, neither one of them lost too much off of this exchange, but it closed James in. So this might, we'll see how James gets through here.
If
Jack's doing a pretty good job.
Jack's holding his line. He's holding tough.
Yep. Defender able to get by here. He's going to try. Jack's going to try to go through with him.
Yeah. Actually, that was a good move by Jack. Skinner got a little crazy there, and Jax just kind of capitalized on it. But James is going to get capitalized on Jackson the wall. Get around him cleanly.
What a race, man! I tell you what,
man.
Yeah, we had a lot of people talking about this being a one-car show, but this race for the lead has been something to watch, guys.
Oh man, and James. Now you got James here, just kind of throwing it up in there, and he's kind of looks like he's kind of figuring out the bottom line a little bit. Definitely going to help him a little bit later in the race when this track tightens up, because this track really does tighten up.
It definitely does. And like I was saying earlier, man, we were talking about Bob learning, right? Yeah, that exchange happened. Bob didn't get the lead out of it so that we could maybe see if he could put anything together to maybe take that position and start putting some time on these guys. But we saw him lose pace. We saw him fall back. We saw him have to get, at one point, there were 2 cars between him and DGen, and the cars are gone, and Bob's right back on him again. So this is, again, building that case for Bob. I think Bob is looking like he might be the favorite here right now currently.
I don't disagree with him. James is another one, but he's back here right now.
This broadcast got started.
I'm sitting down here watching James here, and I'm going to tell you, like, he's another one right now. He looks, he's just lurking. Like, I'm just going to sit back here, let these guys duke it out, because, cause James also, he's a hell of a smart driver. So he knows.
For sure.
So,
what's on your mind, Dawson?
More.
No, I was saying, I told A-Ball in the beginning of this race during the heats and stuff that one of the guys I was watching tonight was going to be Bob.
Yep. Bob has slowly been progressing, man. He's been, like what Outlaw was saying, a lot of these guys, when they first showed up, they were rough around the edges, and they're definitely still there. But the first thing that people learn, and this has just been historically proven by everybody that's come through the Content House Dirt series, regardless of their series, is they come in, and the first thing that you learn is speed, right? And now you can be fast all you want, but then there comes the time where you have to cross the threshold of what do I do next? What do I do with this speed? I've caught the guy. Now what do I do, right? And that's where you get, all these other skill sets that we talk about all the time trying to build is how do I pass, right? How do I stay consistent? There's a whole lot more to just leading the race than it is arguably to coming through the field, because now you've been on offense the whole time. You've been passing cars. You've been doing this regardless if you pass them, if they jump the cushion, it doesn't matter. But now you're in that realm of, okay, now I got to make pace and stay up here. Now I'm on defense. But as a leader, that's arguably the hardest role to play on the track, obviously, because you're got to be number one, the fastest to get there. But number two, you got to show consistency, and you got to show the ability to be able to flip that switch to go from offense to defense, and then within the course of even a lap, even shorter than a lap, sometimes it's a series of corners, you got to go back to offense.
Yep.
So there is a lot more to leading these races than just being fast.
Absolutely, man. And I'll tell you this: like the benefits of the dash, that really, and like I'm not like everybody else. I'm not going to be sorry to see the end of it. However, it taught me a lot about running in the front and how hard it is. And honestly, man, it's like being up there for the 11th ball for 300 all over again. But every lap is the 11th ball, so you get through 15 seconds of it every time. And 40 laps at Volusia? Oh my God, that took 3 hours in my brain.
Outlaw, you still here with the, when you race your few races in the Sportsman series, you were a perfect example. When you first got here, and you've been very vocal about this, you're not afraid to hide it. You knew nothing about cars. You knew nothing about racing. You didn't still understand Aiden. Aiden was one too. But that's the point that I'm about to make here is, while you still, say you don't, the improvement that we saw in a driver such as yourself in running this series was awesome to see, because you went as a guy who quite literally knew nothing about it to, you were making time with people who have done this for a long time. Aiden was another one. Aiden was talking about, he made a comment one time that he was excited to come to the house for a while and watch us race from standing behind me, because he wants to see how this goes. You know what I mean? And he had never necessarily, at the time, he wasn't racing yet. He just was a spectator. And then he watched us do it. He was like, "Oh yeah, man. I mean, y'all are good, obviously, but like, really, what is it about it that's hard? You know, you're going in circles." Well, then we see Aiden show up, and he'll race every now and then, and he would have been here tonight, you know, depending on the weather didn't kind of bite him in the rear. But Aiden learned. You know, it's one of those arguments where these guys who talk about racing who don't really know the background of it, or they've never done it, they kind of step on their toes because they talk about how easy it looks, how easy it is. Then they get in the car and they do it, you know, and it's not so easy. And, you know, it's hard enough to go straight in a dirt car, much less to make it through the corners and still make speed, you know. And that goes to show the testament of the Sportsman series here. You know, you showed up in that scenario. You didn't really know a whole lot about it. You didn't know how to go straight through your corners. Through the straightaway. You really struggled in the corners. To now, you know, when you get out here with these guys, you're able to make a little bit of pace. You know, you're able to show that consistency, that improvement in consistency. And there's always room for improvement, but I believe that could be said even for the pro guys. You know what I mean? So,
absolutely.
as I've always said, when you're doing it, you shouldn't be doing it. That's exactly it, man. That goes for every instance. That goes for ball, whether you play ball, whether you ride bulls, you play hockey, you drive in circles on asphalt or dirt. The moment that you feel that there's nothing else to learn and you think you've honestly mastered it, you probably just shouldn't be doing it anymore. That makes you dangerous, and it makes you cocky, and honestly, it puts a target on your back, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think when it comes to this game, I think the biggest thing that has really helped me out, besides obviously the practice, was the fact that even though I've never been really one for racing games, is the fact that I have played quite a bit on controller and mouse and key. So I'm fluent with both, which makes it to where it's a lot easier to pick up one and the other. Right. Whereas there's some people here who have, you know, got this game and have never played the controller before. I mean, like, for example, if I went from like what I have now to a wheel, it's going to take me a little bit of time to get used to the changes. But it's one of those I mean, I don't want to be cocky, but it's like just being a natural born gamer. You know, I've been gaming for pretty much my whole freaking life, my 31 years on this earth. A valid point. So it's one of those like, it's like I might not be the best at any game, but I'm at least okay at all of them.
Hey, it shows that versatility, man. And again, you know, it shows a lot of it too. I give credit and shout out to Tracks for this. I give credit to the fact that we have this series. I really believe that, you know, what allowed these guys to come in, such as James. When James got here, James was not what we would consider now what the standard is for Pro Series material. James got in here. He was not thrown into a field of cars that he necessarily wasn't competitive with, as it looks like we might have a comp caution here now, I believe, or caution nonetheless. But James was not one of those what you'd consider Pro Series material at the time based off of speed. He always had the etiquette. He always had the know-how to and to be clean, right? But he didn't have the speed and the consistency. These guys moving up into the Pro Series and allowing that to really become that developmental series, that series to really hone in on the fine details and build that foundation to grow on, I believe is what has led to what we see here in the Sportsman series. And I really think that this is, like I said earlier, I think this is going to be what ushers in these new generations of dirt racers here in Content House, and it's going to be what brings them up. And these guys, each season that they spend in the Sportsman series learning and building not only their skill set, but their confidence, is going to be making the Pro Series more and more and more dangerous each and every season.
Absolutely, man. I just, sorry, Al, real quick. I just want to give a shout out here to our race officials. By the way, these guys like really like, you know, nobody gets paid here, and it's awesome to see the commitment, the coordination, the time we all put into putting out such a great product, man. Big shout out to Goon, to Hillbilly, Rogue, Chevy. You guys are the best, man. And just like this hail, like you guys you're a master at putting the pieces where they need to be in the puzzle, man. You're just a master at it.
Well, we appreciate it, man, and I definitely side with you on that. You know, the guys are down there; they're doing their thing. They allow me to be up here hanging out with you guys. They're doing a great job. I mean, as we see right here, what's happening right now, it looks like I believe we are at Comp Caution now. So for those of you who are watching who aren't really familiar with what we're doing necessarily, the Comp Caution is the halfway point of the race. Each time we have a caution here in the series, barring that the caution that the caution was not brought out by a specific car, the lap down cars are allowed to get their spot back. With the comp caution being brought out naturally, but it's more of a promoter's caution, if you will. All lap cars will get their spot back, and then the leader will be given the opportunity to choose. And it looks like DGen, as the leader, is going to choose the inside here.
Interesting.
The rest of the field, yeah, interesting for sure. The rest of the field is going to double up here. As big as this track is, I do believe we might see us going green this time. This might be the one to go till green. But yeah, with the way the comps work, that's the caution. If a caution is brought out by natural cause and the car that brought it out was a lap down car, they would not get their spot back. That's built in for the purpose of a lap down car trying to mask they brought out one out intentionally. But again, we're getting ready to go green here. The leader's going to initiate that he's enter turn 3. If we go green, we should see the green flag drop before the exit of turn 4. Yep, it throttles up. We're going green, guys.
Right.
DG with a really good start here. James bidding for that second spot. He's going to sling it off in here hard, but so does Bob. Bob gets a good run. James is digging. Bob's going to pinch him a little bit right here. This is going to give DG an opportunity to get around. This is the thing about James, man. James could have thrown a slider there. Did he do it? No. Like, he's content running down there on the bottom. He's content not crowding that guy to force him to give him the spot, and he's still making time. Bob's running on the cushion, and James is pulling him by nose.
I'm gonna tell you, Hale. You just had somebody else just tossed their hat deep into that ring, and that's our very own Hawkmed Gaming, moving up in fourth place, man, on the restart. Good restart, Hawkmed. That a boy.
Hawkmed was showing a ton of speed in the tune-up last night. Hawkmed was fast. Rogue was up there. Rogue did catch him in passing. That is a Pro Series driver, though. Arguably, out of the Sportsman Series drivers last night in the tune-up, Hawkmed was the winner, and he had to come through traffic to get up there to second as well. He didn't just start there. So
Absolutely.
Hawkmed was.
You didn't have a DJ and James up there, though. And
he did not.
I don't think Bob was there.
He did not, but I talked to Hawkman before the race. I was asking him, I was like, man, what do you think the night's going to go like? Because last night he was calling the race boring last night. So that's that's a big chip on the shoulder, man, to call the race boring. And he made the comment, he was, and I think it was more so geared to the fact, not the competition, but just the fact, this is a top line favored track. It's 160 laps. Last night, there were a lot of cars on the track last night, but at the end of the day, I think that calm came more so from just the fact that it's, when the cars get spread out, there's nobody in front of you, you feel like you are out there on your own because the track's so big. But, I asked him, I was like, Hawkmed, how do you battle that? Because, how do you not fall asleep at the wheel, And Hawkmed gave credit to these guys. He said last night, he had some guys that were not there that he knew were going to be here tonight, that he knew were going to be fast. And I think that's going to help Hawkmed as well in the long run because now he's got a target. He's got something to go chase. And there's something on the line for this too. You know what I mean? So just that tangible something being on the line sometimes is enough to really get you settled down, lock in, and really show the true driver that you are. And Hawkmed has been one of these guys, and I'm not just saying that because he's an instrumental part of Content House. All these guys are. But Hawkmed is one of these guys who, he is a voice of the series. He's respected in this series, both by Sportsman and Pro Series drivers, and that's because of his mentality. That's because of his mentality of being able to lock in, get stuff done, focus up, and while
just to a
passes
slider
James, the points leader, the points leader, your series champion.
Like, I'm taking it back. I'm trying to take it back. The Hawkmed falls down and drives around him. Attaboy, Hawkmed.
He does. Hawkman's one of these guys, I'm going to tell you right now, if these leaders start battling or if these leaders start catching traffic or battling in traffic, Hawkmed is going to pounce, man, especially if he can stay in front of James. If James gets in front of him, it's going to be James to do it because this is a game of waiting your turn, per se. But Hawkmed, he's not going away easy. He's not going away easy at all.
Oh, no. I don't expect him to. He's a fierce competitor, man. Fierce competitor out there.
Absolutely.
What say you, Das?
Yeah, man, I'm sitting here watching Hawkman, and I noticed a small change in this last lap, and I think that's fell to his demise here with James. He was running that safer line in letting James kind of bounce off the wall here, and he got it too high. He tried to run that risk-reward line like we talked about, and it bit him.
Yeah, and the risk-reward line and the reward line and the comfy line, that's still fast, is just below it. It's just below it, and I think I see Hawkman's figuring it out because the safer plays, you run that thing down the straightaway up in the fluff, and then you just kind of want to just drift down a little bit, take that turn, and diamond off, and catch the speed from the top and the middle and the bottom, and that's where I turn the fastest lap here, just doing just that.
tell you what, guys. I know it's a long shot win. We're given the who's he's going to have to get around to get up there. Radial's creeping up into this, guys. Radial, one of these new drivers up here, one of the guys that this is what makes these new guys dangerous. A lot of people write them off quickly because they're new. They don't know the format. They don't know the policies. They don't know the protocols. You don't know the driver is the thing. You know what I mean? So Radial, he's making a bid here for a pass on Ahmed, which I believe will put him up to 4th, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Ahmed's going to have to lock in, buckle down here, and try to make this outside work. But Radial's smooth, man. That's one thing about Radial. He does still fit that Sportsman Series role of still having a good bit to learn, which he will learn with time. It's only a second race of the series, I do believe. But Radial is smooth. He's pretty consistent, and he's, for the most part, is making that bottom work. When that car steps out, he does lose a little bit. Ahmed really good at, again, being patient, keeping the wheels under him, being consistent.
Yep.
But Ahmed's going to, Ahmed, we've seen him in the wall a couple times tonight. Radial's close enough now. As Ahmed gets in the fence here, Radial's close enough now that if Ahmed makes any more mistakes, even James gets in the fence just right, that's going to bring Radial up in the mix, and we might see Radial making a bid for a top 3 finish here by the end of the night.
Oh yeah, and James, I can't imagine what his mentality's got to be coming into. Of course, we all want to win. Doesn't matter what it is, you want to win. But it's got to be a good feeling for him knowing that I can leave it all out there tonight and still go home to a party. And that's that's awesome for him. I'm so happy for him. I'm terrified.
Ghost, what do you think? From being that you are the only person in the series who was in the shoes that James is in right now. You were the first champion in the Sportsman Series here in Content House. Granted, we've only had one season of. This is our first full season actually of Sportsman Series racing here in Content House, but. What was, did you feel that by the end of your tenure in the Sportsman Series that it did help develop you into that role and prepare you for pro?
Yeah, it definitely did. We had, some of the guys that actually moved up after the first race this season was down there, like Mars and, Trax. Some of those guys were down there. So, it definitely gives you that feeling of, you get your confidence, you get to race around people. It's that lower league, so yeah, it means something to you, but at the same time, you're down there more to have fun and kind of get your feet wet. So it's a real big confidence booster.
How do you feel, confidence is one thing for sure, and I'm glad you brought that up. How do you feel that the confidence itself, just alone, because we already know lap time is going to build, and seat time itself is going to build into experience, and everybody with common sense knows that experience is going to help. What does confidence do for you when you move up from that? You see the kind of lap times that, and the kind of racing that the Pro Series guys put on, and knowing that you were able to climb the ladder, be the top dog in this lower series, and now you're up here. How does that confidence correlate into the Pro Series setting?
Well, like I said, a lot of the confidence came from racing around people. And, with these cars, you kind of get spread out a little more. Like, with the mods, we was running pretty close every race. There wasn't really, even on the bigger tracks, there wasn't that much of a spread outness. So you was constantly racing right beside somebody, so just the confidence in that sense, just to be able to go out there and actually get your wheels up or get your elbows up, get on the wheel and have to race around somebody. That was probably my biggest takeaway from it.
Right. What do you think? And I guess this is more of an opinionated question, but the only ones that we really have to bounce the concept off of right now would be you and Never. What do you think winning the 3 races in a row, right? That took Never out of contention for the Sportsman Series title, which arguably was the guy who was going to give James the run for his money all season long. We said that before the season started. What do you think that does for your confidence level as far as, now I don't have an opportunity to be called myself a champion, but I was technically, arguably, in a sense, more than the champ because I was able to go out there and win 3 straight. You know what I mean? Being that he won 3 straight, he ranked right out. Do you think that means more or less than necessarily than just going up and winning the championship? Put yourself in his shoes, I guess. If you would have just went out there and just won 3 straight, Do you feel that you would have rather have dominated in that fashion and moved up, or would you rather, stay down there like you did and earn your stripes and get your championship under your belt?
I mean, me personally, like I wanted to move up, just in the sense like just being able to run on that upper echelon and have the more serious side of the competition, but at the same time being able to get a championship and get the few extra races that I did instead of going straight up, like I think that probably helped me a little more. But
Definitely,
I mean, it definitely didn't hurt never. I mean, shoot, he went out there and finished second last week. Like he's still got all the confidence in the world. So
for sure, I think that I think the big thing is just that either way, it's a power move. Like, how did you end up in the Pro Series? What's your story? Like, the flex of being able to say I won 3 races straight, or the flex of being able to say I'm a champion. Like, champion, yeah, arguably you got a little bit more to show for it. While you still don't get the Continental Dirt Series, roll in the Discord, you still get to wear that. You still get to go around and say, I am a champion of the Continental Dirt Series, in the Sportsman division. But, either way, you could go around there and fling it around saying, hey, man, I won 3 straight, or I won 5 at the 10. Like, that alone totes his weight, man. It definitely totes his weight.
Man, possibility of opening up maybe a 3 straight badge. I think there's only a couple people that could wear it.
I mean, arguably, yes, but that being said, like we've been talking about, this Sportsman Series is really, 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 as it comes into its own and continues to do that, as something just happened with Radial and Ahmed right there. That was weird.
I have a silver token and a gold token.
Yep, definitely. But the thing is this competition gets stiffer here in the Sportsman Series. You're probably going to start to see more and more people rank out, especially now that we have 2 really good waves coming through the series now.
Oh, absolutely.
We have a fair share of veteran drivers who are going to be here next season. Ahmed being one, DGen being one. These are guys that Bob being one. These are guys that are really going to go into next season as Sportsman Series drivers, but have a very valid, reasonable shot at becoming the next to rank out by either way of obviously champion, but winning multiple straight or winning multiple out of the season.
Now, also, hey, I actually as a driver and as a fan, wanted to know. I have a question. So we have we have our newly minted sprint cars that are going along with. Now, if one would touch a sprint car championship 3 in a row, would that also give them a pro license? Question.
Arguably, yes, I would think that it would. This is not discussed yet amongst our mod team and leadership. This is something that is going to be discussed during the off season. Arguably, though, I do believe it will, and that's because one of the criteria to be able to race in the sprint cars is going to be that you will have to show up that night and at least try to start either a B main if that comes around, or start the A main.
Correct.
Now, that being said, the reason I'm saying yes is because you are going to earn your pro license if you do show up there and you win the title in sprint cars. You were still turning seat time because you were still showing up for the other races before. The big reason that we have the pro license there is the seat time concept. There's people who are going to come in here, such as Radial, who are going to obviously get the wheels under them quick. They're going to show up, they're going to be fast off the bat, and they're really not going to need the Sportsman Series for what the intention of it is, right? So that being said, the seat time aspect itself is going to really pay dividends. And the reason we're putting the sprint car second anyway is because if you can perform in a sprint car, that means you're more than likely 9 times out of 10, you are performing well in a late model. That's just how it goes. The sprint cars are arguably one of the hardest cars to drive. That wing on the top changes things a lot. And there's a lot of power behind them. There's a lot of tire behind them. So the sprint cars are tough cars to drive. So, if you show up by way of the sprint car, there's a reason that they're there second on the night at the end of the night. You show up in a sprint car and you happen to dominate and really, strap it on them. You earn a pro license. Like you deserve it. You definitely deserve it.
I don't think you're wrong. I really don't. We got to be closing up here. Coming to the
Yeah,
end
we're
here real
getting
soon.
close.
Never, good point, never. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you, man. We gotta be roll. I see Jack's not being a factor, but look at James banging on the door of D Bob.
James definitely has been. He's been working to get up there, man. He's been working. He's going through it. He's digging for sure. D-Bob again, though. I mean, D-Bob had a lot of learning opportunities early in the race. So, yeah, it may not necessarily be up here for the lead, but Bob's going to be hard to pass. He's going to be a Ryan Newman hard to pass type pass here because he's got a lot. He learned a lot. He knows where James is strong at. He knows he's holding off. But he also knows James. He knows that James knows. James doesn't have to make this pass. Sure, it looks good. It's nice to be able to say I went out second on the season, but James is sitting here. James has the trophy, man. He's got the one that matters. You know what I mean? So, But as soon as we say that, though, Jax is backing up to him right here, so we might see an interesting bid for a pass here for second. As it looks like Jax is going to be committed to the top. Bob's going to try to get dig on the bottom. He's going to stay down there, but James gets a good run, but he catches the inside.
You got a good run, a little thunder action too.
He runs up there. He leans
Bob's going to get that run off the top, but he's going to run off the bottom. Ooh, boy.
Good run right here. James is going to dig on the bottom again. Bob's going to hook that cushion just right. If there's anybody who can make the bottom work, it's going to be James. We know the top can work, but if anybody's going to make the bottom happen, it's going to be him. Now, what I don't want to see is, and we know Jax does this because he wants to be that known as a clean racer. I don't want to see Jax just pull over and let him go here. I want to see Jax make them pass him, and I want to see this race for second really shape up because Jax has every right to sit here and continue to try to stay on the lead lap. There's no reason that he should necessarily just pull over and let these guys go around him.
Oh, he was already lapped. He's already lapped down. DJ lapped him. But,
okay, yeah. So, but still, I mean, he's got every right to get up here. I mean, this is a learning opportunity for him.
And Bob knows.
James in the fence here.
Oh,
James gets going.
Jax.
So Bob's going to be on the bottom trying to get around Jax here. This is going to allow James to get a good run. If he holds Bob down again here, which he is, James might be lined up for a good run down here on the straightaway, guys.
And Jax
this
is
might be the
racing.
second.
Jax isn't giving it to him, but you know what? Jax is doing nothing wrong here. He's racing his race.
No, Jax
he's entitled to do
Jax is doing nothing wrong. D-Bob slides up into him a little bit, but keeps it clean. Looks like he's clear.
Yeah, I think he just cleared him with a little slider there and just gonna do it. And then honestly,
Fender's nothing wrong with it.
Yep, Jackson didn't do anything wrong. James got around Jax cleaning.
Oop. Yeah. And James is still up here. Yeah, James got a good run. Bob's holding that bottom now all of a sudden. I'm not sure why he's doing it, but it's going to give James a good opportunity.
Does he slide him? Bob's going to drive around him.
Doesn't. Yeah,
Bob's going to drive around him.
Oh,
James slided Bob up the wall. Bob crossover down below. Oh, down the back stretch we go. Oh, boy.
We're going to get another crossover here out of James, I believe, right? No, James falls in line. Bob with the, man.
Jax gave him a little tap.
Bob's going to be hard to pass here, man. James is the one to do it, but Bob's going to be tough. I agree. Never says it in chat right here. He says exactly what is that I preach this. I preach this to the VMS guys. I preach this to the guys as a whole. Yep. At some point, you got to put that fender to them, man. There's a reason that these are not open wheel cars. There's a reason they call it the bumper. Everybody hears me say it. Doss can back me up on this. Earnhardt, while he didn't race these dirt late models. He didn't race these dirt sprint cars. But Earnhardt made the living and the reputation he did by using that chrome horn. There's a reason it's called the bumper. Earnhardt would not have been who he was without it. Earnhardt Sr. I'm talking about. Yes, sir. And that's what they're for, man. I'd like to see James, get up here. And if there was more on the line, obviously, I think he would. I think that you might see that side out of him. James is going to just allow a mistake to happen if it does. He's not going to go up here and rough Bob up, I don't believe. No. But I'd like to see James go up here and put the fender on him, man. Take that line away. Make him think about you and the fact that you're there, man. If you allow him to just know you exist, it's one thing. But if you let him know you exist right there on him and you threaten him in any way, shape, or form, and he feels your pressure, that's an opportunity for him to get up in the fence, jump the cushion, over-rotate the car. It opens up a lot of opportunities for passing. Passing's not done by just putting the fender to him either. It's just making your presence known.
These big sweeping turns, it's easy to over-rotate the cars in these.
100%. And then running that line that James was making dig down there on the bottom, there is a berm down there. If that car gets down on the berm the slightest bit, even if the nose just drags it just right, it's going to set that car over. It's going to set it on the right rear. It's going to unload the car. So
The best way to deal with that berm is the outside part of it. Is the last part of it. Use that for a little moisture that's becomes so precious on these tracks, and that's one thing that this game does do kind of good at. Kind of having the fast spots, but the dynamic track doesn't work as well online, unfortunately. But it is a thing. Don't get me wrong.
It is. We saw it a lot whenever we had damage in this series. Was when we had Holden's World 120, and I think Ghost could probably back me up on this one as well. As you run, as time goes on, as you race, when damage specifically was on, I feel like you could feel the car go away. Yeah. Whether it be the car or the tires, not sure, but I really feel like you could feel a change over the course of these really long races. I wish that we still raced with damage for the fact that although it was very inconsistent, the damage model. We got something happening.
That was the last one.
That's the last one. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So
well, it looks like, do we have D-Gen as the winner?
D-Gen, D-Bob, James. The top three rounding out. Just we may have ourselves a radio guy and or a Ahmed. I'm not quite sure who. But oh man.
Did you say we had a D-Gen, Bob, and James? I believe I heard, right?
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
D-Gen, Bob, and James. Okay. And if we can, because I know our time is of the essence for James, if we can get him in the booth right after the dash, that'd be great. Because I know time's of the essence for him, and it's a late night for him already.
For sure. I'm going to hop up here. I'll be dragging here in just a moment while we get
set up. We got the dash. Okay, we can get him in here. Just ask him if it's a thing tonight. If it's not, then we can just wait till the end.
Gotcha. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to hop down in here. I'm getting coordinated, and we'll just try to line them up for at the end, and I'll let you guys know when I return.
Gotcha. Let's go. Righty then, so.
I am going to have to leave the booth.
All right. If you need back, knock one of us on the they'll see it. So we got DJ and D-Bob, Radio Guy, Hawkman, Lickin', Monkey King, Skinner, Spanky, Jackson, somewhere in the mix in the back there. Whew. What a race. What are you thinking there, Doss? You got some words left after that? That was a taker there. One hell of a battle for a second. Jeez.
Well, Doss has left us, but that was a grind, and I'm sure the fingers feel much better being able to sit and relax for a second.
So we go right back on. Well, D-Gen, I know what wheel settings the D-Gen is on. And if that dude is not tired, I quit. He has got to be tired. Hey, do you think you could fill us with some post-race analysis while I go and make myself a quick sandwich?
Yeah.
Thank you. I can hear you. I'll just be
So post-race here, like I said, 160 laps, big grind, finishing out week 10 of the Content House Dirt Series, Season 1. Man, what a drive. Lone D-Gen taking it up top, followed by D-Bob, and then in third place, your champion of the Season 1 series for Sportsman, James of GSM. Man, some great battles there. And overall, I mean, just amazing racing like it has been for 10 straight weeks for the Sportsman. But we'll see how this bonus dash goes. I'm sure it'll be a good one. Whoa, here we are. Welcome in, James.
Whoa.
Oh, buddy.
I'm so tired.
I bet 160 laps is wild.
Yeah.
So how do you feel? How do you feel? You finish out the season here. You take home a podium to finish week 10 out, but ultimately you take home the championship. How do you feel taking home the championship and moving up into a pro license?
It feels good. I kind of wish that I could have stopped Never from advancing with 3 wins in a row, so we could have battled it out. But feels good. Feels empty without him being there. But I'm excited to race with him next season.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I mean, you get to join a whole host of other good racers, and
Hell yeah.
just a completely different car on top of that. We was kind of watching there. You was battling pretty hard with Bob, and one of the things we was kind of thinking about, we ultimately wanted to see you kind of maybe get up there, not run Bob off the track, but kind of give him the fenders a little bit, make him make a mistake type thing. What was going through your mind going in like the last 10 laps as you was kind of racing for that second place finish?
I just wanted to do it clean, or as clean as I could. So I was just patient. If he slipped up, I was going to pounce on it. But yeah, it was almost impossible to pass him clean. I threw one slider and he just crossed over on me. And I don't know. I was tired. I didn't have any more in me. I'm like, let's just get this done.
They might have asked you this already, but obviously, coming into tonight, you all but had the championship wrapped up. Mathematically, I don't believe anybody could have caught you at any way, shape, or form. Was that on your mind as well as you were running tonight? They might have asked you this already, and I'm late back in here, but
no. I kind of, I knew I was going Pro Series, and tonight was just about trying to get a win. So that's what I went for. And
I know you got to get ready to get out of here, man. Again, we appreciate you being here racing with us. Congratulations on your Pro Series license. We look forward to seeing you up there with the guys next season. And the first entry to move up from Goon Squad Motorsports up to the Pro Series. So congratulations on that, man.
Yeah, it's a big honor. And thank you, Goon and Hale, for putting all this on, and everybody, all of the mods. I appreciate it. And everyone in the booth. Absolutely. It's pretty cool what you guys do.
We appreciate you being here and spending time with us. And sorry tonight ran long. We knew Knoxville was going to be long already. We had a lot of issues, but we're going to let you get out of here. You have a good one, and start getting ready for Chili Bowl, man. We'll see you there in a couple weeks.
Yes, sir. All right. Thanks, guys.
Have a good one.
Congratulations again, brother.
Thanks.
Awesome guy right there, man.
Thank
man, I gotta tell you,
that voice. Thank you. Sorry, I had to step away, get a bite to eat. Has something I didn't do was get dinner. So go ahead.
Good, man. Oh, no problem. No, I mean, I'm super excited for James, man. One of those guys also that just, it's one of the, as you see him develop, it's like you wish you could just pluck people out of the series that way, because it's been a long time coming, arguably. Like, I think after like the first 2 races of the season, it was clear as day that James and Never were going to be fighting for this title, right? And then by the halfway point, the question of if they were fighting for a title was out. It was who's going to get to the Pro Series first. That's literally it. And I'm going to tell you this. Never was going to be the reason that James didn't make it, just as James would have been the reason that Never wouldn't have made it had the coins been had the cards fallen the other way. So I really am super happy to see him in the Pro Series. I can't wait to see him wheeling the super late models next season. Man, I think it's going to be awesome. I just can't wait to see these guys start moving up, man. Because like we got James up there now with Never. That's a friendly rivalry that started in Sportsman Series, and it's going to start in the Pro Series next season. We've got Defender, who's going to be coming up here very soon. I can absolutely see Defender making his move up. I believe Defender is going to be one of the guys in Never seat next season, where he's going to be flirting with championship potential. And that being said, he's going to be flirting with rank out potential too, early rank out potential, because you got to keep in mind. And at the end of the season, another thing that we haven't been talking about, we have to keep this in mind. There is another part of the algorithm, if you will, that could cause these people to rank out, and it's going to be their finishing position. So at the end of the season, we are going to average up all their finishes, right? And these people, if any of these guys, Bob is one who could very potentially have it. Squatch could have had it too, as he came in and got a win, and I believe his first or second race of the season, or with the Continental Dirt Series in general. But there's that 4th bullet point. It says having an average finish of 3.4 or better at the end of the season. So if you have a 3.4 average finish in this series, you are coming up to the Pro Series next season. I don't know what Defender's ratio is there, but something tells me he's close to that. He might just make the cut. You might see Defender racing in the Pro Series next season based off of that average finish concept alone.
Yeah, so, I think I can only think of maybe one race that he finished out of a podium.
Hey, quick question.
There you go, man.
Quick question on that. Does that include the drops or not?
That does not include drops. So that is 10 races straight through. Your average finish happens to be top 3.4 or better. You are coming to the Pro Series. So after the finish tonight, once we got Doss doing all the magic that he does with number crunching, we could be potentially looking at a Defender Bob Pro Series season next season. So that's exciting to see too, man. Because I'm telling you, Bob is one of those guys that is going to bring a lot of emotion to the Pro Series. Bob is passionate. He's a passionate sim racer. He's a passionate racer in general. And I really think that you're going to see Bob, when he makes it up there to the Pro Series, he's going to ruffle some feathers. It's going to happen. That's the nature of the beast, as we all know. But I think you're going to see Bob making up there in the Pro Series, and he's going to be giving these guys a run for his money.
I know Bob does have, real life is always a thing. I do know Bob does he does a family night on Thursday night, so let's hopefully maybe they'll be able to rearrange that somehow. Hopefully, maybe. So we'll see what happens too. So I do know that, like he says, Thursday night's their family night. They take cards with that. Hey, everybody's entitled to have their family,
Absolutely, man. Family first, 100%.
Absolutely.
It looks like we might be getting a single file restart here, if I'm not mistaken. I don't see him trying to double up at all, so I believe we might be going single file here.
Oh, there we
No,
go.
they're doubling up now. There we go. Oh, man. I was missing the action, but it looks like we got DGen already to the front right here.
Degen and Defender.
Oh, man, and you got Spanky on the outside. This is going to be interesting. DGen's one of these guys, man. He's got the kahunas. I could definitely see DGen getting a good start here. He's going to drive it off deep into turn one. I think you can see DGen bang the cushion right here. Oh, Spanky gets in the fence. There goes DGen. No, he stayed on the bottom. He's going to dig. He's going to stay down and get some dig, and he gets a good run. DGen to the lead. What's Bob do here, guys? Stays in the middle. He runs low. Spanky ain't going away here, man. Spanky's quick. He's running down the bottom.
I'm excited to see Spanky get one more season. He just talking to him last night, running some midget stuff at the Chili Bowl. Like he really seems kind of excited to be here, and like he's very clean. He doesn't want to ruffle anybody up, and like I think he's gonna be one of those guys that's just gonna get faster with another season.
Like James,
for sure.
James for sure.
Just like James, yeah. I don't believe James. James must have got with us early last season. Did he get any Sportsman Series action last season?
Or I think he raced the last couple races.
Gotcha. So I know he was there for Eldora for Holden's World 120. But I mean, I seem to remember racing James in modifieds a little bit during tune-ups. So I'm thinking that James was here. I believe he was. But I mean, that's a perfect example of what the Sportsman Series does for these guys. He came here. No when James got here, he wasn't the fastest guy. You knew he was going to be clean. You knew he was going to race you with the proper etiquette. But now, we have arguably we have a new favorite coming up next season. Who he could very well be a favorite depending on how much work he puts in there in the off season. He could be a favorite to win the title next season. I mean, that's the exciting thing about this, man. It's the unknown. So many of these series that you watch online and stuff like that, like, who's going to show up and win the race. Like, you watch them, a ton of Facebook groups and stuff like that I've gone through and watched each and every week. It's like, okay, who's the battle for second going to be? You know what I mean? But over here, not as much of the Pro Series. It's pretty much been the Ghost Show over there. But over here with having the Sportsman guys, it's all good. Over here with having the Sportsman guys, man, you didn't know who it was going to be this week. And then as soon as Never ranked out, like, you knew James was next in line, but you didn't know if James was going to get a challenge from Bob. But all of a sudden, here comes DGen stealing the show. I mean, there's a lot of there's a lot of uncertainty going into the season. And the thing is, too, if DGen would have joined 1 week earlier at Eldora, you could potentially have been looking at a DGen rank out. Not necessarily. He would have been 3 in a row, but it would have happened in that last 2 week span of the season where we wouldn't have allowed the rank out. So, but it would have carried him into the Pro Series next season. So DGen is definitely looking at currently based on statistics alone, statistically or logistics or whatever you want to call it, however you want to look at it, Dejan's looking like he might be the favorite for next season, guys.
I don't disagree. I'm now back in bed and happy. So, but I'll tell you, oh man, that's one thing I forgot to do is eat. So I had a bunch of stuff going on before the broadcast. I was down. Today's my landlady's birthday. Shout out Sissy. But I don't know if she's watching or not. She has my channel, but I don't know if she's watching my YouTube channel. But yeah, it's just been. And I'll tell you, some of these guys, the way they're gonna rank that way, it's gonna go down. We're never gonna slap wings on it. It's just gonna be so much fun. And these guys, like, they're like, I'll tell you, he's like wicked, fast, crazy, sleeper, dangerous in a sprint car is Jax.
They've been hearing a little bit of whispers about Jax. I'm excited to see Jax in some cars that I've been excited to see Jax next season. We got a battle here for what looks like it's shaping up for the lead. Bob's done run back on Degen again.
Here we go again.
Here we go again. So I'm curious to see, man. He let it fly last time. He let him get away. If Bob doesn't overdrive, if he uses a little bit of what he might have learned in that feature race, you might see Bob make a bid for the lead here in a couple laps. He's right there. Degen gets in the fence, makes one bobble. It's going to be the Bob show. Baby on board.
Be on board. Well, right now we're on board. We're on board the back of Bob's Monster.
As soon as we say that, Caster's cursed. He's in the fence. Yeah. That's their problem. There's a lot of race left. Bob's going to run him back down. I have no doubt about it.
I got a camera on there. We haven't said his name too often tonight. So I hate it when we do have to do that way. But got right now driving the down and dirty Glitting Services 16H Lickin' Toads. Look at him go.
I love another guy that I'm very excited to see progress through the season. I believe Lickin' is one of the guys that a little bit more seat time. You're going to start to see him start to make his bid for potential championship material. So, that Sportsman series, the Continental Star series as a whole, a lot of awesome guys, a lot of passionate guys, passionate about racing, passionate about our mission here at Content House. But just a lot of good guys that I want to see nothing but good things happen to. And man, I'm so excited to see Lickin'. Cannot wait to see him potentially start making that bid for championship material.
Put some wings on Lickin'. I think we're going to get a whole different Lickin' Toads.
I agree, man. That's what I'm excited for too.
Might be a Lickin' Frogs. Who knows?
There you go, dude. There we go. We're also leaving out that Sunday night series that's coming next season, guys. Like that's going to be a rotating car. We're going to be able to eventually rotate back to the modifieds. We're going to get the big blocks in there. We're going to get some different cars. We might even end up with some street stocks sometime down the line. There are people in this community who are fast in some cars, not in others. The late model may not be their car, but you might strap some wings on the top and they may be nasty fast. So sorry, I got a message there, but you strap some wings on them, man, it might change the game.
Oh yeah, man. This me as a driver with the wings, I'm stoked. That's my passion. I mean, like, I grew as a little kid growing up. I mean, I grew up going to see usually big docks, small blocks, the 358s that run up in the Northeast corridor. And then like your big block modifieds in this game is what you would know them as. And then also some late models and then sprint cars. But then sprint cars, when we used to go to Williams Grove every weekend, oh man, it was the coolest thing as a kid. And you strap some sprint cars on, you feel that. I mean, them things rumble the whole damn grandstand and everything. Anything near it is rumbling and vibrating. It is so cool. And especially when they start, man, they get on the loud bar. It's loud. It's deafening loud, like pressure loud. Definitely. It's so cool. And it's just something. Oh, Degen in the wall. Oh, no, it's not Degen.
Degen got in it right there. I saw Bob stick the nose under. It looked like he was going to get it. Degen's flirting with disaster right now, guys. He is flirting with disaster. He's running right up there in the cushion, right up in the fast stuff, but he's laying that right rear right against the fence.
I know what that man's dealing with right now in that wheel setting. Unless he turned it down, that man is tired. Get that man a Gatorade, a Tic Tac, and some freaking an energy bar because he needs it.
Dude's cramping, bro. Dude's cramping.
Give him some pickle juice. Where's Aiden at when we need him? Oh, that's right. Aiden's staying warm. Thank God.
He is. Aiden able to get back to some warmth, thank God. So.
Definitely, he's not going gently into that good night. He's using. See, Bob's starting to. He figured out where that fence is now. Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. I was telling you, Bob was learning a lot, man. He was learning a lot running back there. Each lap is just knowledge gained when you're running a spot like Bob. You know you're faster. You're just trying to, again, maybe he's been studying. Maybe he knows where Degen struggles at. He might know a specific point in the corner. He might know a specific corner on the track. There's a lot of things that Bob probably knows that Degen may not even know about himself at this point. And one thing's for sure, if the roles get reversed and Bob gets that car out front, Degen has a lot to learn about Bob. He's underhand at that point. He's the underdog. He's got a lot to learn about him as he gets up in the fence right here. Bob's going to get a big head of steam. Degen gets a good turn off the cushion. That being said, Bob is going to get out front if he does. Degen knows a lot less about Bob than Bob knows about him. It's going to be hard to get back around him if it happens.
Absolutely. I'll tell you, we were talking about Radio Guy earlier. I was just thinking about this. Radio Man, I'll tell you, that guy, in real life, he's a hobbyist of a radial, drag car driver. He has a 93 Camaro. It's badass. And I'll tell you, we're trying to get him to push to sell it. Yeah, we want to get him to UMP modified.
Hey, man, modify is a good place to start. A lot of people.
He's digging it, man.
We got lap traffic here, lap cars. Oh my goodness, this might have changed the game. No, it looks like he's gonna get a turn down the corner again. Do we have any more lap cars coming up? I think that might have been the only one.
We got another one ahead of him there.
Oh, we do. We got Jax up there. I don't know how much we got left in this race. We might not get Jax. If we do, though, Bob is gonna definitely. Looks like last refresh was 31. If he runs up here and happens to catch Jax, I think Bob is gonna be waiting on that opportunity to try to use Jax as a pick.
Oh, I don't blame him. I do not blame him. And Jax, I'll tell you, hats off to Jax. He has run a hell of a race tonight, and he's stayed clean. I think that he's done a good job, and he's just improved so much. And I can't wait. I can't wait to work with him more. Bob got to run. Ooh, he's running that
Bob
inside now.
There, dude. Bob is there.
Run that in. Oh, he's going right up his butthole. Look at him go. Attaboy, Bob. Let's go.
Running right on him. I'm on board, riding with Bob on board right now. This is looking interesting. He's digging right under that left rear. He throws it in there. Degen hits the fence. I'm going to tell you what's helping Degen, though. I'm going to tell you what's happening. He's hitting it late in the corner, and what that's doing is he has enough momentum, and he's high enough up the hill. Although this is more of a flatter racetrack, he's high enough up that little hill that it doesn't kill his momentum too bad. He's deep in the corner. He hits it while the car is somewhat starting to throttle back up anyway. The RPMs are already high. He's got momentum on his side. A lot of kinetic energy coming down that hill. It's going to be hard to get him if he keeps kissing it right there that late as Bob gets in the fence now. But I'll tell you what, Degen gets in there high. If Degen gets in the corner high enough and gets into the fence early even, and Bob is close enough to capitalize, which right now he's not. We're going to have to watch Bob turn the afterburners on. If Degen hits the fence early enough in the corner, really kills the momentum through the corner, not just off, that's where Bob is going to be able to capitalize the biggest. Bob is starting to get it. Looks like he's overdriving a little bit, A-Ball. He's kind of getting into the fence.
Yeah, see, the thing is, like, what I noticed with these cars is like, and that's if you ever see them in real life. I mean, what's missing off them after the race is the right rear quarter.
Yeah, the right rear. That's why they went to plastics on the right rear the last couple of years. So.
Yeah. Just pick up some plastic off the track, keep going. But
I tell you what,
it's almost like a bump lap when you bury that right rear in there and get the right turn Fairbury. That was my mark if Fairbury was a wall to turn.
I tell you what, I can see happening. And it looks like it's starting to happen, actually. Jax is going to start getting twirly, but it looks like Degen's able to get around it. That's the good thing about Degen, man, is when he makes, he does not second guess often. That's the strength that Degen has. And when he gets dedicated to a move he's fixing to make, the only thing that's going to stop him is like Mother Nature and laws of physics. That's the only two things that's going to be able to actually impact his decision, honestly. So if he says he's about to slot it off in there, that's what's going to really benefit him with passing in the Pro Series specifically, is once he gets up there to the Pro Series, is if he's made it up in his mind he's going through this next corner to throw a slider on you,
it's coming.
Honey, bar the door, because here comes the slider. So I promise you that. So, and that's good. That's a lot of that's honestly with these Pro Series guys, especially with the fact that we don't run custom setups, we're running sliders. You got to use every opportunity you can to make these passes. And I tell you, one thing that cripples you, we had to talk with Never about this, and he's gotten very good at it ever since talking with him, is you got to stop the second guessing, and you got to be okay to use those fenders. There is a line that can be crossed to where it's considered dirty, but there's also a line, you got to get up to that line to figure out where to cross it. And, you can crowd them and be aggressive and whatnot and still be considered clean. And Never's learning that. He's getting better at that. He's gotten way better at that. And I think that once he really executes and really gets a lot of practice under his belt with that concept, that's going to be when Never really starts to shine.
He's on the cusp. I mean, he's already on that cusp, and he's past that cusp already.
He's there.
Oh, absolutely.
Never's fast. He knows what to do with the speed. He is very consistent. Again, he gets that passing under his belt, which is something that he's already said he wants to work on during this offseason. I really, really, really think you start seeing a version of Never that sets his passes up and that thinks a little bit in the future, if you will, right? Never gets this mentality of thinking in the future, like setting his pass up for the next lap or even the next corner, per se. You're going to start to see a very, very dangerous version of Never Sad.
Oh man, I tell you, I remember when he came in here. I remember I seen how fast he was off the rip, but his mic wouldn't work.
Right off the rip. Yep.
And so I'm like, so I sat here the one night, like I raced him for like 3 days and no mic. Finally, I'm like, dude, before we get into this, we're gonna fix your mic. And about 15 minutes, we had Never.
Yep. I'm telling you, man, Never has been one of these guys. We're always appreciative of people that just get added to the community as a whole. Never's been one of these guys that, he came in and just the vibe, the whole vibe of the community is DJ's back in lap traffic here. It looks like the entire vibe of the community just shifted. You know what I mean? He brought good vibes. He brought good energy. He brought a level of maturity. Never brought just a lot to the Content House Dirt Series, through the Sportsman Series, into the Pro Series, and even, dare I say, the Pro Series the last 2 weeks since he's been there.
Phew.
From, the race when I was there, and then from what I understand, what happened all last week with everything, the heat that just kind of built up over the course of the week. All things considered, it sounded like everything went pretty smooth, and the common denominator there is Never Sad joining the Pro Series. So,
That's right.
again, I think that he brings a level of just a vibe or level of energy to the series, and just being in the call, listening to him being calm, and even in the midst of the storm, it's like, if there's anybody that you're going to throw me into a cyclone with, I probably want it to be Never. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
But, actually, Big Doss, I mean, he's good. He's good to bring a good bottle of whiskey with. I mean,
debatable. No, I'm kidding. I love that. That's my brother. That's my brother, Big Doss. Known him since preschool. I die for that, man. I die for everybody here at Content House.
Yeah, right,
man. But Doss, that's my boy, man. I believe in that man any day. So
I'll tell you guys. I still, once again, I can't. I just get sick of sounding like a broken record. But damn it, dude! Like I can't thank you enough for what you brought here and like what you're doing here. It's so thankful and grateful to be a part of it.
Or thank you for being up here, making sure this booth gets run, whether we're here or not. And like I said, man, it would cease to exist. The dream could be there, then we could be doing all the work we wanted to, but the dream would cease to exist and function without you guys, without the members, without my other members in leadership, without the mods that help us keep these communities intact. So, it's Ahmed said it best earlier with the rebrand. He said it was a team effort. Granted, Ahmed did the majority of the work for that side, but it really is a team effort, and that team includes the members, it includes our moderators, it includes our leadership. We're all one big happy family on days that are not race day. Even on the end of race day, though, give it an hour after race day, everybody's happy again.
Cool. I said it the other week. We went through everything we could, and I said at the beginning of the broadcast, I said, if that dude had called me an hour later and said, "Yo, man, I need to talk me down," and I'm like, "Let's go." Like, no problem.
It, man. That's what it's about, man. Gaming is ultimately about to have, it's about having fun. We talk about it all the time. Racing, motorsports, sports in general, but motorsports in particular, really brings the worst out in people, right? Because I mean, think about it. Ball, like football, all that, like fighting. That's all contact sports, man. Violent. Basketball, even. I mean, shoot, that's what it is, right? There's a level of contact that's going to happen. The difference is racing. There is no ball. Like the car is the ball, right? And the driver is the team. With that, obviously there's a team in the pits too. But the driver's the team. The driver decides when they want to go on offense or defense. And 9 times out of 10, if you're one driver in a scenario takes offense, the other one chooses defense, it's a good race. But if
Right.
both drivers choose offense or both drivers choose defense at the same time, feelings get hurt. And that's the beauty of the beast. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
that's
man.
motorsports in general. It brings out the best in people, as we saw with Holden's World 120, an awesome opportunity that we had. And it brings out the worst in people, as we see during the practices when people get in their emotions, they get in their feelings, they get hurt, they get, egos get damaged a little bit, as happens in racing. And that's
Hey, man,
what motorsports brings.
This race is nice. You're absolutely right, Never. I'll tell you that. But what's really with me, it's like like I love everybody, man, to death. Oh boy, Bob's
Got a race here. He's gonna lean on him right here in the corners. Here comes Ahmed. Ahmed in the mix. Is Ahmed a lap car?
I think he
is.
Is he a lap car? Okay.
Yeah,
I've been sitting here watching this other race. Bob in the lead. DJ's gonna throw the slider here in the corner.
Big
Bob
bomb coming at Bob, trying to run it down underneath the bottom line. Gotta be running out of laps here.
He's got it, man.
Whew.
Had a good run there, dude. Bob did it perfect. But DJ's fast. Again, like I said, he knew when he lost that spot, he probably had his mind made up a lap before what was fixing to happen. Bob gets in the fence right here. That might seal the deal, depending on how close we are. That was it. That was the race right there, man.
What a good job by Bob.
Race, man. Golly. Jeez, that was crazy, dude. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, if I was telling you from the start, man, Bob would have got to lap traffic at the right time. He was going to use it. And I'm telling you what, he got on his inside, and they entered on the inside of lap traffic. They went in there very low, and Bob was able to make it to the cushion sooner, and that's when he got that pass off. But, again, DJ probably had his mind made up that he knew Bob was going to pass him, and he was going to try to cross him back over. So that's that thinking in the future I was talking about, man. Sometimes you got to be a time traveler to make these things go fast. So
Absolutely. We already had James down here, so we can get some DJing and
we're gonna bring DJing on down. I'm gonna hop up here and sign off with the guys, and I'll be right back.
All right, buddy. Thank you. Oh man, another burner, another day in the life. I'll tell you, man, this has just been a dream. I can actually say I'm living a dream for once. I'm living a dream because I'd never in a million years ever had anybody told me I was going to be doing this a year ago. I was crazy. Crazy. Man, this is awesome. Living a dream? Yes, I am. Thank you, guys. I'll tell you. So what do you think they're Mr. Native Ghost?
I mean, you get 80 laps for a dash is wild, but man, those last couple laps was excellent racing.
That's not a dash. That's for damn sure. I'm sure we'll be echoing the same sentiment as well. If you even decide to grace us with that dash presence. But man, I can't wait to get down here. I can't wait to DJ because I think I DJ something really better get some Gatorade drink or something. Because that dude's got to be tired. Oh man. Man, I'll tell you this. So, anybody watching, I'm telling you, we're going to be moving to this whole broadcast next season. Will be moving to Content House _TV at Twitch, twitch.tv / Content House _TV. Check it out there for season 2. Definitely going to be a good time. We're going to rebrand. See, Hawknet has already started on the rebranding and the revamping, and it is vamping. That's for damn sure. Because Hawkman, he's like, he pushes me to be better every day, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate that, dude. Not a lot of people come on in your life like that. And everybody here just kind of pushes me not to only be a better driver, racer, broadcaster, content creator, streamer, to just be the best person I can be. That's what's.
Well, and that's what it's nice to see because, even whenever I first joined, it was more of the racing side was kind of what was popping at the time. Obviously I joined mid-season, but just to see now that, unless I think I've only been around for 6 months, like the amount of effort that's going into this, like this whole Discord and this whole community just to make it better than what it already is.
Just when we thought it couldn't get any better, it always does. And I'll tell you, that's what they do here. And just they're awesome and good at putting. And I said this earlier tonight. Like Billy is just amazing at putting the right pieces together. And you know, and because like I know when I come on here and there wasn't any mods, roles or anything like that, and Billy's like, I want to get you on the team, but I don't know where to put you. I'm like, I'm not worried about it. I wasn't interested in it at the time. I mean, I had a whole world of other things going on. And, you know, so it was like,
All
here we
right,
are. All
everybody.
right.
In
We're back.
comes Mr. Degen. Boom, there he is. The man of the hour. Mr. Degen, welcome to the booth, my friend.
Howdy.
All right, man. Let's just go ahead and get it right and nip it in the butt. You won both races in dominating fashion, so we really can't say too much about the first race of the night because I'm almost positive you led every single lap of the second
I
race that
did.
we got started. So, but let's go ahead and talk about. We'll bounce on through. Good job on the domination there. Let's bounce on up to the bonus point dash, man. You led I think not every lap but I know you made your way up there fast. Once you started catching lap traffic, we were talking about in the booth, Bob was reeling you in. Bob had a lot of time to really sit there and study you for the A main that happened because you and James raced for a while there before you were able to really start making time. We caught lap traffic there at the bonus point dash, and Bob closed in. What was going through your mind as he's closing in? What goes through your mind when you see him on your inside sending you 3 wide with a lap car, and he manages to pass you there, but you cross him back over? But in the process, what's kind of going through? Are you thinking in the moment? Are you thinking in the future? What's kind of going on there?
I'm not thinking about anything. I've been on a single track line and I know where to divvy off at, but other than that, the lap traffic would kind of get I was kind of chilled on this race, so I wasn't really pressuring anyone too much. I didn't want to force anyone out of the way. I wanted them to have their own battles. So I mean, yeah, by the time I finally got up behind, I think Monkey and Hawkmid, they were still racing, I think 4th and 5th or something like that. And I wasn't trying to disturb them, but I was like, there wasn't much room for passing when everyone's trying to run as hard as they can. So I had to kind of take an inside, and I couldn't finally get around. And I was like, finally, I just had to book it and go because I did see Bob on my inside. And I was like, there's only one way around this, and I got to go. So that was it.
I love it, man.
Hale has been saying that all night about how you just lock in, dude, and you're like, I'm going to make this move, and I'm going to go for it and do it. And honestly, he's probably said that about 5 times this broadcast. And don't you know, dead ass should commit here and say it. I love it. It's awesome.
That's funny, man. But it's the truth, man. I was saying it in the booth. I was like, the thing about Degen is he's able to make his decision before it happens, and he does not second guess. He follows through with what he says, and he's willing to take whatever the outcome may be. So, and I really think that pays dividends more times than not. So, all in all, man, congratulations on an excellent way to wrap up the season. You came in here, and I'm pretty sure you came in and won every single race you started, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the only time, the first race in Volusia, it was a Volusia.
Eldora. It was Eldora. I believe.
Eldora,
No,
yeah.
you practiced at Volusia, but you didn't race, I don't believe.
Maybe that's what it was. I know never got one on me, and I got the one last time, and now I got another one today. But definitely
never got you.
Never
got you at Eldora. Never got you at Eldora because that was his rank out race, and you were there for that one. I know for a fact. So,
and then 1, 2 back to back.
Yeah, well, you won 3 with tonight. So, no, you did win 2. I'm sorry. This was 2 back to back. So it does not carry over, unfortunately. So your next win, if it was happen to be week 1 of next season, it won't carry over. It's a new season, new story. But I definitely, you'll be starting in the Sportsman Series next season. But I do believe that you have an opportunity to obviously go down there and win a championship next season. But I think that we might even be having a conversation about you earning that pro license sooner. By way of rank out, by either winning 3 straight, winning 5 of the 10, or at the end of the season, if you don't happen to win a title, obviously having that average finish of 3rd, 3.4 better. So, again, man, congratulations. Excellent show tonight. And we look forward to racing with you here at Chili Bowl in a couple weeks. We look forward to seeing you next season in the Dirt Series on Tuesday nights again next season. So.
Awesome. I appreciate y'all putting us on and, setting all this up. I know it takes a lot. So and hell, we gave you all one back with 160 laps. I'll tell you that much. So
you did. It was an excellent race. It was a very good race, all things considered. So it was not the boring freight train that everybody thought it was going to be. Y'all put on a show. So
No, yeah, I just had to watch that mirror and watch everyone's move and Bob diving down the inside. That's all I'm doing is watching everyone. I'm actually paying attention to what people are doing behind me as I'm up there and just watching their lines. So I know when they're ready to attack, I know exactly where to slide into. And that's literally what I was doing for 160 laps. And just to scare Bob off a little bit, just to get him close and then get right back in it. He did a hell of a job. He pressured me the entire time. And if I slipped up once, I was done.
He was there for it for sure.
Yeah, it was a hell of a race. So make sure you give Bob a round of applause. That motherfucker, he's trying.
He's coming in here. Hey, DJ, if you don't have to answer this if you don't want to, but hey, may I ask what slider you're running at? Just curious.
12%.
Really? Wow.
12.
What was your fast time on that? I didn't catch it at the end.
The fastest I put down during this whole race was, I think it was 15.81.
Nice.
Yeah,
I know.
It was
I hit the
740.
I hit the 740 at 62%.
Yeah, no, it's. I think it's just kind of whatever you want to throw at it, but it definitely could have felt looser. I definitely changed the settings up on the wheel this time, and man, that thing is locked and loaded, and it's getting better and better. So
how tired are you after all that?
My shoulders are done.
I said that. I said to hell. I said, man, somebody needs to get this guy an energy bar.
I did snow shoveling and then did this. So it's been a rough one. I feels well deserved, and I will go to bed happy.
Boy, man, congratulations again, dude. And I'll tell you, man, I can't wait for next season, dude.
Oh, me too. All right, boys. Till next time.
Yeah. Yes, brother. Man. You have a great night, my friend.
You as well.
Get me some Bob love.
All right, guys, let's get some Defender Bob up in here.
Hell yeah.
Mr. Defender Bob, we got you. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
There he is, the man of the hour. Mr. Bob, first and foremost, awesome drive tonight, my friend. We talked about you all night long in the series, the Dirt Series racing that you had going on. Man, look, you had an awesome front row seat to the battle that was happening there for many laps between James and DGen at the beginning. I was up here talking about how the patience of Bob was showing through because you looked totally content sitting there in third watching these guys. Were you sitting there content? Were you thinking it's a long race? Let these guys fight it out. Were you studying these guys? What's going through your mind running there, knowing you're faster than them, but watching them up there battle side by side in front of you, just knowing it's probably not a good idea to go 3 wide. What's going through your mind in that moment?
That's actually a good point. What I was thinking was there's no way I'm going to be able to go down on the inside of either one of these guys if they stay high and pass them, because that's been that's a shortcoming of this track. Is the fast line is probably a tenth or two faster than down low. So if you got a fast guy in the front, you have to wait for a mistake. That's all you have to do.
You did. That was one thing.
And I waited for him to, I think about lap 20, I think James tapped the wall a little bit, and I moseyed right by him.
That's one thing that DGen just got out the booth, but one thing he gave you plenty of praise for was, number one, he said you drove a hell of a race. Number two, he was saying that he knew the patience of you was not going to wear thin. He knew you were going to be totally content sitting there and waiting on a mistake. And he even gave you credit. He said, because the whole time when he saw you back there in the rear view, he knew you were there, and he knew that the mistake, you were just waiting on it, So how did the, all in all, the race, it didn't turn into the one-man show like what we thought it was. From a driver's standpoint, from a spectator standpoint, it was excellent. How did it feel out there as a driver?
Well, I know that several times, I know that DGen made some errors. It tapped the wall a little bit. And then, of course, unfortunately, I was unable to capitalize on those because I was pretty much doing the same thing occasionally, trying to run them down hard, going as hard as I could, just tap the wall a couple times. On that very last lap of the reverse rate of the dash, I only had one more opportunity. I threw it up as high as I could, and I tapped the wall, and it bit me. So that was.
You saw you do it, but you almost made it happen, man. You almost made it happen because we were sitting up here on the edge of the seat. My last question for you was, when you had that lap car coming up, you knew the laps were winding down. Were you expecting DGen to turn it down off the cushion as early as he did whenever you kind of tried using that lap car as a pick on him? or were you anticipating him to cross you over? Because when y'all drove in deep and he caught the cushion before you, and that was kind of where the benefit came from. Were you expecting that crossover as soon as you were, or did it catch you off guard?
First of all, I wasn't expecting Ahmed to fight him as hard as he was, so I was definitely able to catch up to him because of that. And then honestly, I was back there trying to study, just see where Ahmed was going to let him around eventually, and eventually Degen just forced himself around, I think,
He took
and
it around. Yep, he definitely went up there and took it.
he did what he needed to do to keep me behind him. And yeah, I couldn't believe, because I don't think Degen tossed his car down that low all night, and so
No, he was down there. He was digging.
I just put it right there, right next to him. I'm pretty sure we were door to door. I apologize if I did touch him a little bit, and push him up a little bit, because it looked like I went up a little. He went up a little bit, but yeah. So
it was clean business.
Very good, clean racing for the most part tonight, and my hat's off to Ahmed. Me and him talked a couple weeks last week actually about some racing techniques and things, and how to carry myself a little bit better, and he really helped me out. So big, huge shout out to Ahmed for taking the time to talk to me 2 weeks ago.
So, man, Ahmed's a good guy, man. Definitely is. And look, at the end of the day, brother, we all appreciate everybody being here, especially you. You're a very valued member here in the Content House family, a very valued contributor. We appreciate you choosing to spend your time with us very much. And it's an honor to call you a racer in my community personally. And even more so than that, at the end of the day, it's an honor to call you a friend. So thank you for turning laps here. And thank you for being a stand-up fellow. We appreciate you.
Thank you for having this place here for me to come to. Without you, I'd just be racing single player. So it's all thanks to you, Hale. And
Absolutely.
I think I'm gonna let my team pack up the car, and I'm gonna go
Go for
sleep
it.
I'm gonna go sleep in the cab. So.
Put them
Go
boys
get you
to
some
work,
rest, man. Much deserved. And real quick, before I let you go, I am going to let you know we got to do some number crunching here the next couple days, but we might be having a chat with you. One of the protocols for the rank out into the Pro Series actually is a 3.4 or better average finish over the course of 10 races. Assuming, I don't believe there was a race where you finished outside of the top 3 for feature races. If there was, it ain't many. But we could be potentially looking at a rank out for you in a pro license being coming your way if you do have that 3rd place finish or better average finish. So keep an eye out on the DMs. We'll be getting in touch with you. But until then, brother, have a great night, great season, and look forward to seeing some more racing with you here in the future, regardless of if that's at the Sportsman level or if it's in the Pro Series next season.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Have a good one.
You too.
Great.
All right, everybody.
Man, so we need ourselves a Ahmed. We need a Ahmed.
Let's drag a Mr. Ahmed down real fast.
I think Mr. Ahmed has an announcement to make, I believe.
Let's do it. Mr. Ahmed, got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, good sir. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing well, man. Doing well. We here you got an announcement to make, man. We're live on broadcast, so let's go ahead and let's see what you got to say, man.
Lay it out, bro.
Well, it's been a good time here in Content House, but unfortunately, no, I'm just kidding. No, that was my.
Billy needs to change his shorts now.
Yep, true. I'm dead.
Assuming it's the same news I thinking. That was my last race for GSM, and next season I will be on my own team, Blackout Venom Motorsports, and racing under my own ownership. Was there something different, or is that it? That was it.
No, that was it.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
good.
we knew you had a thing to say. So,
so if you're feeling left out at VMS or just being left behind, come on over. And
will do, man.
The
guys have been treating me like dirt the last couple of days. So we might be.
Hey, I know, right?
I might file for bankruptcy or something and just show up over there one day on your doorstep.
Well,
so.
I bought out RMS. They paid me, I think it was $1 a piece for each owner. So they paid me $2. I bought out RMS, so they're going to come on board and merge with us.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Good to hear.
Got a good team so far, people, and looking at.
That's going to be the next one to bring down, and it's going to be the former now RMS owner Jackson. We have a second to bring Jackson down here to say hi to. Yeah, That's good news.
Yeah.
Looking
We're gonna
forward
try
to
to
it.
set the bar for how to act on the track and our manners, and then let our fangs and venom do the talking.
There you
So,
go. That's it, bro. That's it.
Is
Well,
it
man,
gonna be let the Fangs and Venom do the talking while you set the bar?
yes, all of the above. Just a
All the
solid
above.
yes, sir.
Love it.
Professional
Love,
multitaskers.
love it.
Man, let's talk races. Let's talk race time.
Yeah.
Had a pretty good night. I know you were the one that was saying it was going to be a long night and a boring freight train race. Did it lead up to the hype that you were giving it, or do you feel like it had a little bit more ups and downs, I guess, if you will, a little bit more character than what you thought it was originally going to have?
Honestly, I took it the first, 80 to 100 laps. I didn't plan on going in there trying to race too hard. Figured I'd just race where I'm at, and then once caution come, I'd use that to kind of dial in. It just the track loosened up a little bit, which I was expecting. Ran a good race, and then that, unfortunately, like the last turn I got from, I haven't really went back and watched the tape, but I got slammed into the wall for the pass after holding them off for a while. So kind of felt, didn't like that, but at the end of the day, it's just racing. It didn't really affect anything. We just had a good race up to that point. Kind of
right.
Earned everything we did in all the battles. But
y'all,
whatever. It is what it is.
Y'all definitely had some really good racing going on there. I was telling the guys too, Radial. I wanted to talk Radial for a second. He's new to the series. Y'all were really going back and forth there for a bit. I believe it was for fourth or fifth, one of the two. I can't remember. But did Radial kind of catch you by surprise? I mean, he's one of these guys that I was telling him in the booth. The thing about these new guys is, they come in. That it's not necessarily their the fact that they're new that itself that makes them dangerous. It's the unknown of them, because you could have a guy showing up that's new to the league who's one of the fastest guys on dirt, or you could or they could be a flop. They could be somebody who either has done a lot and just hasn't been able to find that success at all, be a guy who just doesn't have a lot of practice and just needs some lap time. Did Radial catch you off guard? I mean, you've done a lot more practice with him than I have, so, or was it him being quick, was it something you were expecting?
I don't really ever count anybody out, especially somebody new, because as you're in and you're doing racing, you kind of seem to follow a pattern, right? You kind of like, this is the line, this was in my race. When you're new, you don't have that information. You kind of do your own stuff on the fly, and sometimes it works better.
Yeah.
So like they're thinking outside of the box, where a lot of the drivers get that tunnel. This is what I need to do. These are the lines. And sometimes they hit a different mark, and the league's filled with a lot of good racing. So I don't ever count anybody out, whether they've been racing for a day or 10 years, like everyone, especially on a track like this. I don't think this track, for lack of a better word, takes skill. It does, because you have to hit your line and be consistent. That is a skill, but I'm more of the bull ring. I like the throttle control, like really where you can make differences with driving instead of just, the turning. So I was kind of like a guy on vacation, or getting ready to go on vacation. You spent the week at work. You're kind of you're there at work, but you're not really putting it all out. And
in there on the clock, that was about it.
Yep, about how I felt, fortunately. But it is what it is. Still enjoy the league, which is why I showed up.
Well, we appreciate you being here. You guys got any other questions for Hawkman before we let him go?
No, man, just can't wait to see BTM out there a little bit more, man. Congratulations to you for your race team, dude. I'm happy for you and excited for you. And also,
absolutely.
May I be the first one to let's throw this one out there, since there's 3 owners here. I know Goon's probably listening in too, and so is Rogue. Wouldn't be outside since we are some content creators here. Would be kind of cool to have some joint practices, some team practices. Some close stuff that that way, like it's my mantra is that way, as long as there's there isn't 3 other closed lobbies out there, but maybe we could join up on some practices and just kind of run, maybe not complete sauce, but hey, hey, I have a guy on your team that might make them better here, kind of deal, and kind of that kind of way, and that way just gives everybody some time, some one-on-one time, and also kind of keeps not every practice be a closed practice, but or at least not a joint practice, but that way. Just float that out there for the other owners, since there's 3 of us in here right now, and I know the other 2 are listening. So, thoughts, maybe, guys?
Yeah, I'm not opposed to it at all. I think it'd be good for content. I think it'd be good for the racing as a whole. Anything that we can put back into the community from a leadership standpoint, from a team owner standpoint, from a racer standpoint, even. Anything that we can put into the community is no doubt going to be a benefit to us, and we're going to get it back tenfold from the community itself. So I have no issue seeing that. And that's one thing too, you know, with team aspect coming around, going to be becoming more prevalent here very soon with team points, obviously on the ballot. Don't know if it's going to make it in this season. It is something that we want to put in, but we've had just so much other stuff just happen in Content House with the racing and Content House as a whole lately that I'm not sure if it is going to be in its final iteration or not. It is close. But that being said, you know, we are decreasing technically the amount of practice opportunities that there are going to be throughout a week, right? So that in mind, emphasis is really going to start shifting towards that team aspect. The teams coordinating their practices, the teams coordinating with one another, you know, building satellite foundations, satellite relations, things like that. And then when the team points do come around, team owners are going to be in that spot where now they're forced to kind of choose their lineups because you might have a lot of guys on that team, but you're only going to submit for lineup that week, you know, the best of that team, right? And you might have a guy who is the best every week. You might have a guy who is the best at particular tracks. There's going to be a lot that goes into that. And it's going to be putting a lot of emphasis on the team aspect of, from not only an owner standpoint, having to choose who his best guys are for submission, but on the teams, the drivers on those teams, because now they have to really show up. Like, if I want to represent that tag that I'm wearing, I have to put in the work to actually be one of the best on that team so that I'm submitted for you know, to be counted for points. So it's going to be adding a lot as we expand. I'm super excited for next season. I'm super excited for the future of Content House and the Content House Dirt series. And I'm excited to see some additions, some team expansions coming around too. That's very exciting to see. So
Yes.
again, you know, super. I'm stoked. Can't wait.
I agree.
Dude. Yeah, me, man. It's just fun. Man, just something I know will be limited. Just something to be fun to do. Something to give a chance to, you know. I think if I'm not mistaken, there's content creators on just about every team. So I mean, it's not just for content houses individuals.
You got
So
content creators on the teams, and you got people who want to do content on the teams, and people who are giving feedback on content on the teams. It literally, Content House is just bred throughout all of our communities here. And that's the cool thing about the people that make up the community as a whole. Not even just the racing, but you know, the Tarkov community, the guys who are dabbling in Minecraft, and you know, all these other divisions that we have here and that we're going to have in the future. You know, the culture here in Content House and what we stand for, our mission of uniting gamers and streamers alike, content creators alike. You know, you're really seeing that influence just kind of trickle through the community. And you got people now who are dabbling with content creation who never would have even thought about it. They just joined to show up and race because they saw a league posting about it. But now they're dabbling with, you know, the possibility of trying to create content, you know. So, and that's what we're about, man. At the end of the day, though, as long as you're in here, as long as you're going, you know, having fun doing whatever you're doing, whether it's just talking or racing or, you know, playing the FPS categories with us and stuff like that. You know, it's cool to see that. It's just cool to see that influence, and you know, I love what Content House stands for, and even more than that, I love the people that are in it, man. It's something cool to see.
Yes, I agree.
to get Jax down here real quick because I think he wants to
Yep.
formally announce.
Shout out
Here,
Hawkmed. Thank you
here.
again for being here,
Hawkmed,
brother.
love
We
you, man.
appreciate you. Thank you
love
for
you
the
guys too.
rebrand or the revamp, the logo revamp. She did an awesome job on those.
Man, dude,
Shout out you for that.
I'm
Did
gushing.
awesome.
I'm gushing. And by the way, Hawkmed, just so you know, you did that. That is such the perfect troll and outlaw, by the way. Like, just FYI. Like, that's awesome. Because just today, he designed this really dope ass logo, and then I designed a little gift for him. And don't you know, like, 4 hours later, that
Literally 4
logo
hours
rolls
later.
out.
I could just hear him right now going, bruh. But
That's
Hawkman, thank you again, brother. Awesome race tonight. Thank you for everything that you do for us.
Yes,
both
thank
as
you.
a member and now as leadership. And look forward to working with you again here in the future. And can't wait to see where we take Content House to the new heights that was coming up, because man, it's gonna be so cool to see.
Yep, and I'm gonna go get my car off to the artist, get the new wrap put on.
There you go, brother. Well, you have a great night, my friend.
Hawkmed, if this is what you were working on, or this is why you had to push everything else the other way, dude, you were completely forgiven for missing my 8,000th race. Just saying.
Oh my gosh, I don't know. What were we doing this for the? Yeah, we were doing this for the 8,000th race.
Yeah, he was uploading video
He got
stuff,
off
and he didn't want to, and I got it, dude. It was late as shit. So, but I knew you guys are cooking up something really good. So
We were
I just,
trying, man. We were
oh,
definitely
dude,
trying. I owe
it's
Ghost an
fire.
apology because I kept telling him we were close, and as soon as we'd be close, JD, one of our other owners here in Content House, would come in from left field with an idea, and we'd be like, "Oh, that's actually sick. That's fire. Let's work with that." And but it was definitely, as Hockman said, it was a team effort. The team
I'm
being more so
freaking digging it.
us giving recommendations is where the team came in from, but it took Hockmed doing all the work to really make it pop, make it happen. So.
You know
Thank
what
you,
I
Ken
love?
Hockman,
You know what I
for
love the
everything you
most
do for us,
about that, really, that I'm looking at it, man, is like I remember. I'm gonna blow this up. I remember when me and you've talked about it because I remember because like you always tell me how much you love the black logo, and I'm like I know, and like everybody changes with the times, and honestly I always kind of dug that logo too, but then like honestly if you look at the actual the one that's not the gift. This thing here, like it pays kind of the homage to your logo too, because of the white and the black. Just the heavier emphasis on the black here. That really just
That's
kind
it,
of
man.
pays. It does. It kind of pays homage to yours, and so I'm in just absolutely in love with it, dude. Good job, man. It's
That was the concept, is that we definitely wanted to make it look, because when we first made Content House, when we first founded it, we first came up with our original logo. It was a whole new group of people, but the thing is, the mission was the same. So when we were working on this, we really came up with, honestly, had a whole new. It was not even a revamp; it was a rebrand completely, I would even say. New house, new everything, and then in came JD, thankfully with a cool concept, a cool idea, and ultimately we sat here, and he approached it from the idea of, look, I was a member here for 3 years before I was in ownership, and I really, really, really want, I would like to try to build off of what we have from a nostalgia standpoint, and ultimately, this is the product that we came up with, and I'm in love with it personally. So again, shout out Hawkmed, because I made him work double this week with doing all these different things. But man, Hawkmed, as always, as only Hawkmed could do, 8Ball could do it too. But we're gonna glaze him a little bit, as only Hawkmed could do.
amazing.
He comes through again strong, and here we are again, just not even moving and progressing forward as a community, but excelling forward. Content House has been making leaps and bounds, and Ahmed came in and flipped on the afterburners and shoved us forward even further than what we thought. So here we are.
Oh man, it's just such an honor to work with Hawkmed, and I'm so glad that everybody's like I said this earlier, Hawkmed, and I'll say it again. Billy here is a master at moving pieces around the board where they need to be, and just dude, just kudos to you, man. Dead ass, kudos to you. Like we're all here because you had a dream, and here we are living it with you. So it's an honor.
Yep, I definitely agree.
Well, look, my friend, you have a great night. Get you some rest. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being an awesome racer, an awesome member of the community, awesome owner, and an awesome friend. And I can't tell you enough how much I appreciate you being here.
I appreciate you guys. You guys have a wonderful night, and talk to you next time.
Yeah,
Go, man.
we got ourselves a Mr. Jax.
Yeah, let's go, man.
Miss Jax in the
Oh,
Jax, what up, dude?
what up, boys?
You're in the booth, my friend. You're in the booth.
We have very, very big news.
What is it? I know you didn't win a
RMS,
race.
RMS is no longer a thing.
What?
RMS,
It's actually
all
the
the
Titanic.
RMS drivers had the option to be going to BVM.
Heck
yeah, dude. Awesome.
So,
so I heard an option in there. Can you clarify the
there's
statement there,
yes.
Jax?
You said what, Mr.
Could you, Mr. Jax? Could you clarify the statement? Could you clarify what's the option? Just curious the inner workings of this deal.
They could go into free agent. Like if they don't want to join BVM, they could be a free agent.
I could test the waters. You're saying, okay, gotcha. So that's their option.
That's fair.
Yep.
That's fair.
Cool. Awesome.
So are you gonna like price match? I mean, like, so if I make like Aiden like a big offer, he can't refuse. So if I make him an offer of like a jar of pickles, you can offer him 2.
Oh man.
No, I might offer him like 10, maybe.
How about a whole case?
Sheesh.
I think I'll go like 20.
Oh my God. How about 57, since that's your number?
Nah, I'll go to 100.
All right.
I'll give him 100 jars of
All
pickles.
right.
Well, look, man, let's talk racing. Let's talk racing. Congratulations on your team, first and foremost. That's awesome. And I'm really, really, really happy to see you getting on board with some people who can, you've been relying on the community as a whole to really kind of give you some feedback, help you learn, ask questions too. Now you get to really get taken under the wing by some people who have really, really, really made statements here in the Dirt Series. Let's talk racing tonight, though. Yeah, how did it feel out there, man? One thing that we pride in you on the last couple of weeks has really been your openness to how much you've been trying, to get better. And not only from a racing standpoint, from just a mental standpoint, right? Not letting the bad things get to you and cause you to rev it like hit your revs too much, blow an engine, or even from a standpoint of just not even really just pulling over out of frustration, letting people go around, making them earn it. So how does that mindset, how do you feel that has changed your performance overall, man? Because from a viewer standpoint, a spectator standpoint, it's an improvement tenfold. And, we went from watching, here's Jax as a lap car, what's going to happen to, now it's even the rare times that you become a lap car, it's, Jax is making pace now. So now they actually have to figure out a way around him, so how do you feel that your preparation has prepared you, since the last couple of weeks that you've been improving?
Great. Because back when I would let everybody go around, I would just put myself in the deeper hole that I was already in.
Mm-hmm.
So now I would put myself in a small hole and just dig out of it and get out of it. I'm not getting lapped a lot like I used to. I'm not going to the wall if lead laps coming around. I'm giving them a run for their money. I'm not just giving it to them.
Do you feel that your improvement as a driver, let me rephrase that. Do you feel your improvement as a driver? Because we can see it, but the question is, do you feel it?
Yes, I do. Yes.
Good. That's awesome.
I'm running faster laps. I'm running consistent laps, and I'm running consistent laps that stay the same. Like that track, I didn't really run consistent 15s, but I ran consistent 16 zeros.
Well, there you go, man. Consistency and confidence are two things that drivers need to improve, and I really feel like we're seeing improvement in both of those categories for you specifically. So I'm very proud of you. Proud to see the effort that you're putting in, both as an owner in the series, an owner of the series, and as a fan too. It's been awesome to see. It's awesome to see you improving, and can't wait to see you really hit the top of the food chain so we can start getting some Jax merch, because I'll have a T-shirt.
I might have to cop one myself then.
I stroked the ego a little too much. Hey, Ball, you got any questions? You got any questions for him, bud?
I'll tell you, Jax. I'll tell you, I'm damn proud of you. You've come a long way, especially the last few weeks alone. You made leaps and bounds improvements, man. And I'm telling you, keep plugging away, keep doing what you do. We're all gonna here help you to get you fast, and we're gonna help you succeed in what you want to do. Just give us a little time and some space, and we'll do it. I promise you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. I can't wait to make you faster. You're gonna be up there running up front come next season.
I would like to say, this really week I had 2 virtual days. I haven't really been running Knoxville. One, because it's a very boring track and it's very long. But instead, I have been preparing for our 360s. I've been running very, very, very good with our 360s.
Good.
Jax, did you believe I put a plug in for you for that already, didn't I?
Yeah, sure did. True story. I
What?
was there for it. Plugged you on your improvement with the 360s. How dangerous you're going to be?
That might be that could get those 360s could get me in the Pro Series.
That could be your breakout.
I think it will.
Boy, yeah, we didn't talk about that. Yeah, no, just kidding.
I think
Jax, man, congratulations, dude. Really, man. This stuff, I tell you, we all kind of joked at you and poked fun at you with it, but honestly, dude, I'm damn proud of you for sticking it through, and honestly, the way you brokered it, the way you went about it, and you're tenacious, and that's really good qualities too. So, man, you're on the right path here, buddy. Just keep doing what you do, keep an open mind, keep your head up at all times.
Yep, that's it.
But thank you guys for giving me a place in the booth for this week 10 at Knoxville, and I will see you guys week 1.
All right,
Sounds
buddy.
good, brother.
Okay,
Well,
Jax.
don't be thinking week 1. You got a chili bowl coming
You
up
got
here in a
Chili
couple.
Bowl, bro. Come on,
We
man.
should
Wait,
focus on Chili Bowl,
Oh,
baby.
Jax,
there's
Jax. That's
another
right. I forgot about a little
there's
minor
another
announcement Jax wanted to do.
announcement. Yep.
Another announcement.
So, like you were saying, Hale. Oh, Jax, don't worry. You have Chili Bowl. Da da da. I will be sitting out of Chili Bowl, and I
What?
will be in the booth with possibly Hale.
Heck yeah, dude. I
I'm
didn't
all
even know
for
this.
that. I'm all for that actually, because honestly, honestly, he's just good in the booth, man.
He did an awesome job in the booth. Dawson and I and an entire hunting camp can 100% justify and back that up. Dude sat in the booth for the first time the other night, did an awesome job, a flawless job. And Jax, you could share the booth with me anytime, man. It'd be an honor to sit there and call a race with you. So.
Oh yes.
And Jax, let me give you
And
a
I will
piece of
be on the
advice.
booth, and I'll be in the booth on Thursday. Go ahead.
Hey, give you one little quick piece of advice here on this, buddy.
What's up?
If you want to and not to toot my own horn here, because I'm gonna tell you right now, like me and Billy tonight, we had one hell. I mean, Doss, we had one hell of a good broadcast tonight. I mean, amazing. It was awesome. I mean, we done as a group here. I can't be proud of it. Dude, this is just so awesome. And I can't be happier than be turning this over to where it belongs. Because like I said, I just I'm just making content off of your product, and I always appreciated it. And here, take it. Let's make it better. But dude, like for real, man, like
it's been a group effort. Like Hockman likes to say,
tonight.
It's definitely been a group effort. It was a great broadcast, and as always, it's an honor sharing the booth with you guys. And like I was saying to the other dudes too, it's a community of gamers, but ultimately it feels like family. And I just appreciate you guys being here and being a part of it, because it's been this last 8 months even since we really started the Content House race and stuff, man.
July 10th was
awesome.
our first race. July 10th was our first race. I actually had the recording of that. I'm actually going to spiffy that up a little bit. Maybe talk.
Definitely save it for sure. We may save it. Yeah, we might. We're going to be chopping up some videos here the next couple of weeks, trying to make some cool stuff. So,
yeah.
But look, guys, let's go ahead and wrap it up. Jax, thank you for joining us, man. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Look forward to having you in the booth again here soon. Okay, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yep. Take care, man.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Well, let's. I think we go ahead and wrap it up for the night, fellas. It's been a good broadcast. We went 3 hours.
Hell, man.
It was a long night, of course. Knoxville, we knew it was going to be long, and we had a couple considerations of bumping it down because we knew how long it was going to be. But hey, we toughed it out. Here we are, and now we get to take 2 nights off and watch the pro guys do it in 2 days. So,
dude, I'm stoked, man. And I'll tell you, it's been such an honor, man. Like I keep saying it, but dude, I can't thank you enough. Dude, like this has just been the best experience, bro. Like,
thank you very much.
Never would have in a million years. Like I said this, I think very beginning of the broadcast, and I said, like, never in a million years, if you told me I'd be doing this stuff, yeah, right. Like, for real, like never in a million years I ever thought I'd be able to test myself and even be good enough to even consider that I could do something at this level. And then just having, like I said, man, like here I am, like making money, making a little bit of money to play video games. And it actually feels like a job for once in my life. But the thing is, it's the best job ever. I couldn't be damn happy. So,
well, at the end of the day, man, it's one of those things where if you enjoy what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. And if you enjoy who you do it with, then at that point it's a hobby. You know what I mean? So,
absolutely.
I'm honored to have you here. It's a pleasure. I'm glad that we can give you that, provide you with the facilities for that relief, for that escape.
Oh, dude.
And
we're gonna
for you, for Ghost, for anybody who streams here, considers himself a content creator here, or wants to be a content creator here, even. That's the goal, is to provide streamers and content creators and gamers alike an opportunity to just come in here and have a place to create content if they want to, but at the end of the day, just have a place to chill, vibe, hang out, and escape the bull crap that is reality in the real world. The world's a nasty place, so we try to keep the nasty out, keep the good in, and that is Content House. That's what it was founded on. That's what it'll die on, and hopefully we can just keep it going for generations.
Hell yeah, man. I'm down. Dude, I'm gonna wrap this up, and I'm telling you, yes, big thanks. Native, got anything? I'm sorry, you're so damn quiet. I forget you're here sometimes.
Oh no, nothing. Just can't wait till Thursday. Wrap this season up.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I'm
long
telling you, Native,
season.
I'm gonna be talking to you and Hawkeye tomorrow about some things, and I think I may pitch it to hell. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up real quick. Thank everybody. I can't thank anybody enough who's followed me, who's contributed, who's donated, who's watched me when I was boring and crap. Although I have a really funny video, it's out there. It's a really early one I did. It's really funny. It's my buddy Tim. I just roasted his pants off. Anyway, he's another guy. Like honestly, like they're being with his group, Trap House actually is his Discord. Really another really unique, eclectic, really cool group of guys from Philly. Really awesome peoples. Also has some dirt drivers. Also has some interesting content creators and other things that are going on over there. Not trying to plug another Discord, sorry, but
Oh, go for it. No, that's what we're about.
no, bro, that's what got me started. Like they got me. They kind of pushed me to be a better shooter player and to be a better, at that Call of Duty because the whole group is just insanely like greasy. So it's like, well, let me see what I can do. And so like that's why I like kind of like dove into Call of Duty. Then by the time I got good enough to Call of Duty, they're playing Fortnite. I'm like, well, I'm not playing that. So then with Jackson and he started playing with me a little bit, and that's how I got started. And I'm like, well, like at first it was like I'm gonna plug a shelter that we're still trying to get off the ground, but God only knows when that's gonna happen right now. So like if anybody actually watches any of my early content, there's like all kinds of animals. There's a goat. We have a goat. Guinness. He's a little butthole now, but he was cute. We bottle fed him. Dude, I have videos of bottle feeding a goat, dude. Like he's the most, dude. He had a little damn sweater, and he sit there, his freaking tail be wagging. He's just the cutest little thing. He's the biggest asshole. Like now, I know he loves me. He's cool with me, but his actual owner, he hates him. But he does all the real stuff with him. He pins it down, clean, trims his hooves, all the hard stuff with him. So of course Guinness repays him with gores in his rear end and stuff like that. So I told you, that's actually a true story about what happened. That the one day here, it was a delivery driver. It's funny, but like it's just. But the thing is, like that's how I got started. Like that's what I was trying to do, and eventually, if we do get the shelter back going, I also have a couple other pet projects. I want to kind of start here at Content House if I can. So, and I'll pitch all that stuff to you later. I know you're going to say, okay, sure, that's awesome. Right now, you're gonna love that actually. But that's just kind of where I got started, and that's how I got started streaming. And then, like literally, like I was a month and a half into OBS when I came in here. So then everyone's like, "Well, how do you do that? How'd you do that?" I'm like, "Shit, I just learned this myself." Like, hang on. So it's like I was like learning on the go, and it just somehow I became that go-to guy. But it's just I love doing it. I love helping people. I love seeing everybody do good. I'm just proud to be a member of this community, man. I was proud. Just damn proud.
Well, we're proud to have you, man. Thank you. Thank you for all you do for us and all that you're going to do.
Once again, thank everybody else again. Anybody else I missed, I'm sorry. I love you. I'll be back. Oh, I'm probably not going to stream anymore tonight. So be on tomorrow. Stay tuned.
We're done. Guys, have a good night.
Oh my God.
That was
awesome, dude. Holy shit.
That was good.
I don't care. Honestly, kind of like
I can't wait for